Yo. Once again, we back. This is the Messengers podcast on Mo.
I'm Mike.
You know, it's Do Work Media Sundays. Of course, my dog Drew Money on the boards.
How y'all feeling?
Feeling good. How y'all doing?
It was a great week, man. It was a good week.
Yeah, how was y'all Thanksgiving, man?
It was good. Great weekend, man. Great Thanksgiving.
That's good. Niggas, is any shopping?
I'll do a couple things. Just grab a couple things.
I heard Ting Outlet was in a chokehold.
Of course.
Niggas had backups getting off the interstate trying to get to the outlet, man.
I didn't go to the outlet Friday or Saturday. I went I went Wednesday to cop a couple of things.
Yeah, I got a couple things off Amazon.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably grab some shit off Amazon this week
I got a damn, that's crazy. I can't even think of the name right now. The pans that you cook in, particular type of pan that you cook in. What's the name of that shit? I got a 3-set.
Talking about cast iron?
Yeah, cast iron.
Okay.
Iron set. 3-set. I got a little small one, then another me inside, then I got a big one. I already have one, but I went ahead and got another set, man.
Oh shit, my dog about to fry up the snapper.
That nigga said snapper. Put steaks in that shit, man.
I just tell you, them shit been on sale, nigga. Them ribeyes, yes sir.
You hit a lick on the ribeyes, man.
Oh, you get them shit for Family Dollar. You tweaking.
Well, watch your watch your
Hey,
mouth.
y'all remember we had that episode last year? That was last year,
did.
wasn't it? We was talking about, damn.
I was at Harris Teeter. I should have gone to motherfucking Family
Specify it, brother. Go ahead,
sir,
specify.
Nah, it was, everybody went to go grab turkey and chicken and shit, steaks and
Leaving everything
seafood
else
been
wide
on
open, wide
on sale.
open.
Hell yeah, yeah. That's my Black Friday. Goddamn,
Word.
run that shit up.
Yo,
Stop that
this was really
refrigerator.
getting steaks for Family Dollar, bro. That was crazy.
But I think those are the people who do those the dumb videos. Like I saw one dude holding like a steak to like a muffler on like a
So they don't be eating
sports
that
car.
shit for real.
I saw a nigga eat one of them shit though.
That nigga
like,
had they was revving the engine and had like the sparks and shit coming off the shit. The nigga was cooking the steak
All right, man.
in the sparks, and nigga, yeah.
Nah,
I feel like
saw
that's what they
somebody,
use
like,
Family Dollar
They
steaks
tried to
for.
like actually cook it like a real steak, and he ate, and he was like, "Man, this shit is terrible."
I think
like,
humans underestimate how fragile the human body is.
Facts.
And I think we push it to the limits to where, yes, our body can be accustomed to a lot of things, but that don't mean that shit not hanging on by a thread, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you remember, y'all you remember about the dude that died a few months ago, the old man who died, but he never took a bath in like 60 years or some shit?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, he
come
probably
on,
had
man.
all that. He probably had a bunch of bacteria.
That's
all
what
over
I'm
his
saying,
ass, like,
bro. There's a balance within that, too,
She
because...
probably was killing his ass.
Yeah, there's a balance because, of course, you're not supposed to wash excessively. You have to have some type of bacteria
Routine, you
on
have
your
a
body
routine, yeah.
so your body can know how to fight that shit off and shit. Because I don't believe y'all niggas taking 3-4 showers every day. Like,
No,
come on,
y'all
man,
not doing that.
That's ridiculous. But there's a balance with a lot of things. But that not washing shit for that X amount of time,
Yeah.
you fucking your body up for the long haul.
True.
So B Simone was right.
No. I'm not even saying she right. No, she's not right.
No, she's not right.
You gotta wash every day.
You gotta wash every day. Yeah.
Every
And
day.
she a woman, like that's crazy. Like she say she'll take a bath Monday and don't take another one till Thursday.
Gee.
And it's crazy because you learn that as a kid. Like, of course, as a kid, you kind of fight that shit. I remember when I was a kid,
no.
you fight taking a bath every single day. As you get older, you be like, no, this is something that you have to do every day.
When you get older, you really get it. Like when you start being around people who don't take care of themselves. Like that, yeah, you see it. Mom told me a long time ago, you smell yourself before everybody smell you.
Some don't, though, Mo. Some don't because they become accustomed.
Yeah, they become accustomed because they done let some shit get out of hand somewhere. My mom told me a long time ago, bro, before somebody else smell you, you smell you.
Yeah, you definitely do as an adult. So I'm not giving no adults no passes, bro. You
Yeah.
definitely smell yourself. And like, you can't. How can you even walk through? But a lot of people are nasty, man.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people are nasty.
Yes, they are.
And this shit is crazy. Like, oh, I can imagine the mouth.
Oh,
Now, I'm not talking about I'm talking about the dude who wasn't washing. Because I know you ain't brushing your
He's
teeth.
not brushing his teeth every day either.
See, that's another. I think that's the most valuable part of the human body. I could be crazy in saying that.
No, a lot
The
of
mouth.
a lot of health shit is tied to your mouth.
Because just let's even think about the tooth in itself, right? The tooth is connected to nerves.
Yeah,
And you got how many teeth in your head?
like
30?
like 36.
It ain't 36. I don't think it's 30. I think it might be 32.
That's 30. It's like
Okay.
30. Yeah.
So
Well, some people have extra teeth. So yeah.
imagine you have nerve issues on every single tooth.
Yeah.
Just imagine.
You
I never heard of it.
You'll be in so much. You'll be in a lot of pain.
Man, I'll
bro.
take myself to the man.
Yeah, you'll be in a lot of pain. You probably couldn't drive yourself.
Somebody
to the
asked
medic.
the other day, would you rather have food poisoning or a severe tooth?
Food poisoning. I don't, bruh. Tooth pain. That should have your ass down.
Have your ass.
That should have big
Fucked
animals.
up.
That should have bears and shit in pain, bruh. Like, you ever watch like them little ER shows for like?
No, I don't.
Bro, and I used to watch shit a long time ago. Like a bear, they had to take a bear down because that nigga was like slapping his face and shit because his tooth was like rotted out basically.
Did they fix it?
Yeah, they put him down and took the tooth out, and like that nigga woke up, he was good. Like,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
That's
like,
what's up.
that should affect everything in the world, bro. Like, a bad tooth to have your ass down for real.
For sure.
Yeah. So when you get to fucking up shit like that, I'm gonna get no. Cause I know somebody's like, man, I gotta go get this tooth pulled. I'm like, I can't take this shit no more. I was like,
Yeah.
bro, get it done ASAP.
Get that shit done, bro.
Like when them boys told me when I got my wisdom teeth pulled, because wisdom teeth are so hard to clean, they wasn't bothering me, but they started to build up cavities and shit. So they told me, they was like, well, 3 of them got them. It don't make sense to fill them because, I mean, they're just most likely gonna come back. And it was like, well, you got one that ain't got it. So what you want to do? I was like, take all 4 of them out. Take all of them out. Because I don't want to run into long-term problems. And that was one of the best decisions I made last year. I went ahead and got that done. And the post wasn't even that bad. Wasn't that bad,
I had
but
no problems with wisdom teeth yet. Thank God. Like,
that's good. But I will say, though, if they say you got a cavity in them shits, don't fill them. Go ahead and pull it out.
if anything ever happened with a wisdom tooth, I'm just gonna take it out. Like,
Yeah, just take it out, bro.
no games.
Yeah, because you don't want to learn, right? Because the day that shit start, you gonna know. You gonna know that shit will have your ass down for the count. And it's amazing how many nerves that shit connect to. All that shit go to your brain, your head, all that shit. That shit is crazy. Shit is wild. But that not washing shit, yeah, y'all can have that.
Yeah, not washing for years. That's crazy.
A lot of people saying she used that as promotion though, but I mean, even
I can
still,
see it, but nah.
no, there's still some truth in that.
Yeah, there's some truth.
I
in
don't
that,
care
yeah.
what you talking about.
Yeah, I'm really with that. Cause she been posting herself in the shower every day since that happened.
Out of anybody on the earth, women should be washing more than anybody. I stand on that.
Hey man, my dog Webby said it a long time ago, man. She constantly cleaning the dish in that pussy.
You got to be washing that thing,
You
man.
gotta be clean, man.
You gotta be clean, man.
Man want a clean woman, man. That smell good.
You skipping the day? No.
That's crazy.
A lot of people expose themselves during the pandemic
Was
with that,
she like going to the gym and just not washing off and just chilling until the next day or something? Like, that's crazy if she did that. Like,
I believe it.
that shit just been baking. Like,
I believe it.
niggas was exposing themselves during the pandemic though.
So,
like,
y'all be in the house. We been in the house. Y'all not washing every day?
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
nigga, I'm still washing every day.
niggas was not washing. Niggas didn't know how to apply lotion. Niggas didn't know a lot of shit. Niggas didn't know.
Niggas wasn't putting lotion on their ass when they get out the shower.
That's crazy. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Oh, shit. My dog got packed up crazy for that tweet, bro.
He stood on that shit too.
He stood on it too. Nigga went. He did his pod live. He was looking at that shit like, man, I'm getting killed for this shit right now. Hey, man,
yeah.
I don't feel like, bro.
That dog stood on that. He stood on business about that
Yeah.
one.
I give him credit for that. He stood on this shit.
Man, tweet-
That's one thing I always say. If niggas stand on some shit, niggas stand on some
Tweet
shit.
through it, man. Tweet through it, man. You'll
Tweet
see
through it.
See it through, my guy.
Hey, you know, I will say that I do believe there's a few people who ain't quote unquote tweeting through it in the context that we saying in it. I truly believe some people don't care what they saying. They just gonna continue to tweet whatever.
Oh,
they tweet.
yeah.
Like the dude, like Boogie.
Oh yeah, he don't care.
That nigga truly.
Shout
don't
out
care,
Boogie,
bro.
man. He don't care.
Boogie will tweet some shit and he'll get packed up for it, but he'll keep tweeting. But he ain't tweeting through it. He really just be going
don't
on.
care.
Just
Like-
say he tweeting, bro.
Like, that don't even matter. What that
It
tweet
don't
don't
matter.
even matter. Like,
It don't
that
matter.
even
That's
no
one person
more.
I can
Like,
say he don't care what nobody say, bro. He don't
that
care.
should be crazy.
He
to
really
me,
charged that
like,
shit to just being some online shit.
And
bro.
he say some crazy shit. He said some crazy shit. Like,
That nigga said, you come across a woman and she interested in playing, so you try to figure out, damn, this bitch boring. They in the Colts tearing this man up, bro. That shit was hilarious, bro. She was hilarious. What else y'all did this weekend? That was pretty much it. Any shows y'all was watching? I'm trying to watch this new show people were telling me about on Hulu. The first episode was kind of slow, but I'm gonna give it a chance because you know I did that with WandaVision too. Let me see. That shit is called Let me see. Let me go to this text. What's that shit called? Reasonable Doubt on Hulu.
That's what the lawyer chick is.
Yeah.
I saw that, but I never got into it. I never
Jack
watched it.
Stewart.
How was it so far?
Ain't really getting it because the first episode was kind of like an intro, so I can't really get no in-depth shit. I really have to get the episode 2.
Having a real slow first or second episode, like
Make or
that's
break
a
it.
dice roll because
It
like,
does.
It's like you gotta.
You gotta stick through it.
You gotta stick through it, and a lot of watchers not going to do that unless they committed to how the show sound or the aesthetic of the show. Like WandaVision, those first couple episodes were tough, but we wanted to.
That
stick
third,
with it. That's what I'm saying. By the third, we was rewarded. But a lot of shows, you watch the first show and it's like, man, I don't know, man, this shit kind of tough. Like it's a tough watch.
I love Lucy shit had me in a bind.
It was
bruh.
more confusing than anything.
That shit was like, bro, what the fuck is this? But it makes
It made a lot of sense after a while. That third one, it made sense. But a lot of shows not like that though. It take a while to bend that corner. For
I was rewatching The Wire for the 50,000th time over the weekend too.
Yeah.
And man, I love that scene between Bunk and Omar, man. That was one of the greatest scenes in television history, bro.
Man gotta have code?
No, not that one. The one when they was sitting in the park.
Oh yeah.
The one was sitting in the park, bro. I love that scene so much. That nigga Bunk said, he's like, you know what? We came up tough, but we had us a community.
Yeah.
And now I look around, all we got is bodies and predatory motherfuckers like you. And after I seen the way that girl fell, I seen kids walking around saying your name, Omar, praising your ass. Makes me sick, motherfucker, how far we done fell.
Hey, that nigga Bunk.
Hey, bro, that shit was hilarious.
That nigga Bunk just wanted to get a rest under his belt, bro.
Bro, that was some good shit, though. That was a good fucking scene, though. I love that shit. One of the greatest shows, not one of the greatest show of all time. Shout out to The Wire, man. Glorifying your ass.
Now, The Wire is the greatest show, bro.
Yeah, on episode 10 now of season 2 of Raising Kanan. Insane show. I should have been watching this shit, but
Yeah, that should be the last episode.
It's episode 10.
Hey, that scene between...
You watched it, or you still...
I'm watching. It was like 5 in the morning when I finally got the...
So you're done with it?
No, I fell asleep on episode 10. I got to rewatch 10.
So he already got past the... So you got past the part with... Damn, what's Kanan's mom name? Rock and her brother in the house.
Yeah.
Great scene, right?
Yeah.
Great scene, bro.
Yeah.
She playing the shit out that nigga.
Yeah.
Say, cause I damn sure wasn't in my shit. Will we put down Scrap? She said, no. I put down Scrap. You didn't have the heart to do it.
Yeah. Cause he's talking about.
I gotta live with that.
Talking about Scrap Mama was a snitch and all that shit. Yeah.
No, when do you remember his whole body when she said that? It's like he had a force field hit him. He was like,
yeah, he had an out of body moment.
Then he had an out of body experience when he said that.
Because he's trying to change his life, so he's trying to get out the whole killing
he's
shit.
trying to, but I mean,
but he's like,
that
damn.
Scrap shit fucked him up.
I feel like the music shit gonna kind of push him even more into the shit. Like,
yeah.
I mean, listen, he done lost his best artist. His sister owned his record label. Found out they killed Scrap and he wasn't a snitch.
You got to finish the episode. You got to finish 10 so you will see what happened to Crown when they find Crown.
Yeah, I can see the setup, man.
Yeah,
I can see the
This
setup.
gonna get
already.
wicked.
I can imagine. And then she took over the whole company. You know what I mean? So it's not whole. She took over.
She's a great actor.
She took over half of the record label, but you know, we're gonna see. But also, U's on the return. I think February starts
I ain't
back.
gonna lie, bro. I might pack that shit up, man. Honestly,
I don't know. I'm gonna fuck with it. It's a 2-part episode. I think this is the last. Is it the last season?
they didn't say.
I mean,
the thing. He's
I'm
in
gonna be
London
real,
now.
I ain't watched it since the first season, like, so I wouldn't know what's going on.
Second season was fire. It was, but I feel like they need to start packing this shit up.
For sure.
Because
this season, what, 3 or 4?
This is going to be 3, and he's in a whole nother country now.
Yeah.
You had to see why he's in another country now. That's the thing.
So I see, that's the thing.
See, Drew, that's why I'm saying they need to pack this shit up because now how season 2 ended, and now you're doing a little bit too much.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he's a smart motherfucker now. Don't get me wrong. The way season 2 ended, but Joe has always been a smart person.
Yeah.
He's just insane. But the way he wrapped up season 2, like how he ended that's genius.
Yeah.
But now, what the fuck you gonna do now in London, bro?
I feel like they real life, like he's low key kind of like a Jeffrey Dahmer. Like the nigga just he moves and shakes and he gets passes. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Like it's from season 1.
Damn, you might be right.
Yeah, like it's
You
from
might
like
be
'cause
right.
think about how much he was doing in season 1.
He did a lot in season
A
1.
lot of shit in season 1, and could like the backup.
No, he low key is a Jeffrey Dahmer, bruh.
Nah,
But the
facts.
TL love him.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
That is crazy now that I think about it. He just
Wonder
ain't
why.
doing it in waves
Yeah.
like that. He
Yeah.
ain't got countless bodies. How many bodies Joe got?
At least 4 or 5.
4? Is it
Yeah.
4?
I feel like it.
He caught 2 for sure season 1.
And then killed the brother. I think it's 4. I think it is 4 because in season 1 he killed what 2 people?
He killed his girl. He killed the girlfriend,
Yeah.
the one that was gay, that liked her. And did he kill a dude?
His like her super fan or boyfriend, ex-boyfriend or some shit like that. I feel like he killed that nigga. Or was it the brother?
Might have been.
One of them.
One of them.
Yeah. But yeah, I know he's a madman.
He's a madman. I didn't even think about that Jeffrey Dahmer shit, but you're right.
Yeah, it's a play along.
It's a play along.
Yeah. Also, Bloodwater. I think season 2 just came out for that, or season 3, one of them shit. I got to catch up on that shit, but I think it's based out of South Africa.
Yeah, it is. My girl was watching that last night. She was trying to put me on there.
Yeah, no, it's a pretty good one. I don't know, I'm gonna give it a rub because it's fucking South Africa,
Yeah.
nigga.
It looked interesting, though.
No,
That's
it is
what I had
good.
to
It's a
go
good
back
show.
and
I mean, you think about. I mean, it's based. You've seen the plot line before in other movies, but you just haven't seen this kind of
With that
cast.
type
with
of-
it.
yeah.
So pretty good, man.
It looks straight. I'm gonna have to go back and restart.
Yeah, it's pretty straight. But I think that's all the shows I'm really on right now. Kind of has after I finish Raising Katie, I'm gonna start BMF. When does Power come out?
I have no
That
idea.
show's supposed to come out this weekend.
I thought so.
I know season 2 of BMF will be out January. They're doing a documentary right
Tariq's
now
supposed to be
Okay.
back this
on a
week.
week-to-week basis. This is an actual documentary of the BMF movement.
Yeah, I gotta
This like on episode 7 now or 6.
gotta resubscribe to the stars when that shit happens.
Yeah, I get the canceling, resubscribe, and canceling, resubscribe.
Remember, should we cancel that shit here on the show?
I remember you did that.
Hell yeah.
I did that shit. That's a matter of fact.
Yeah, go ahead and cancel that shit.
But see, now that they've been racking up back to
Yeah.
back, it wasn't no need for me to cancel because
yeah.
off of Raising Canaan, well, it was Tommy, Raising Canaan, and now BMF, so I had no reason to cancel. They slick. They
Slick as fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they got
so-
me.
but nah, for Raising Canaan.
Because with Tariq shit was the main shit. Oh, that was out of here.
Yeah, no, I didn't resubscribe for Raising Canaan. I've been watching it through my third party app.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's it's a lot of refreshing and swiping shit away, but
Yeah.
still gets the job done. Great quality. The captions. Do y'all watch shit in captions?
I hate watching shit in captions.
I've watched like anime and shit in captions. Well, that Blue Blood shit, you literally gotta watch it. In
The only
captions.
shit I had to
Blood
watch
and Water,
in-
my bad.
Oh, you gotta watch that with a
No, they
caption?
speaking African on that show sometimes.
I mean, sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
But
The only show I had to watch in caption was Lupin.
Okay, I can see that. I watch everything in captions just because I like to read along. You know what I mean? I don't mind it.
Yeah, I don't like
Even on YouTube, bro. I watch it with the captions on.
I heard they got a transcript on YouTube. You can follow the transcript.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I didn't even know that. I noticed that the other day, matter of fact.
This is transcripted right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was watching back one of our, and I was like, follow transcript, and it was literally saying what we were saying. That shit
Well,
crazy.
sometimes, when we go Charleston, it doesn't.
It doesn't catch it.
Nah,
Yeah.
it doesn't. It just makes up something, or it'll have like a little like ...
Inaudible.
Yeah. Y'all boy. Let's see if that shit picked
Man,
that up.
that's that AI, man. I gotta watch out, man. It's getting a tune for our voices and shit.
Yeah, man. But let me ask y'all a question. I sent this shit to the group chat. Do y'all think white DJs should play music that's unfiltered, that's using the word nigga?
I don't see why not. They've been doing it.
But why do you have that in your possession, sir?
But I don't think they should be like repeating it.
Where my niggas at?
Yeah.
Like,
What about that?
Like if a white DJ is playing Jigga My Nigga, I don't expect him to be saying that shit word for word. But I mean, if it's a request for a song and it got nigger in it,
who requesting a song in 2020 and the DJ actually listening?
I don't know. Y'all would have to speak to that. I'm just asking. So they're not doing that no more. They play their own set. That's what you
yeah.
On the grand scale, they just playing their own set.
He was never. It's been a while since you that whole requesting a song from the DJ shit. That been
Bang.
chucked. Like,
So if it's a white DJ in a black club, do you expect him to have clean versions of the song?
Yes.
Is what I'm saying. Oh, that's what you're saying.
For me personally, I think so. Yes.
I would be real though, like them boys
know,
don't be in
Drew.
my clubs, like Lord, not around here at least. But I get what you're saying.
I
though.
get what you're saying, but I don't. I
But
never
even
thought
in
about
white
that.
establishments, like if I would go to Uptown
Yeah,
Social,
yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying,
yeah.
where it's like a plethora of college kids, you know what I mean?
They gonna play that though.
Some of them do, but a lot of them do scratch it out though.
Yeah, they do, and then like they'll.
But see,
they'll play like the EDM version of the rap song.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll mix it with like some. They'll have a DMX over some.
I don't give a fuck
And
what
he'll
you
still
put
be
over
saying
it.
niggas sometimes on them shit too.
But that's what I'm saying. Is that should that be okay? Or should we or should niggas really be like, hey, bro, like
I agree with you because
I would have more issue with the. It take me back to that Dear White People episode when they was in the dorm. They was in the little dorm. They was having a party, and Future song was on, and the white boy was saying the N word, and he was like, "Hey, bro, like, can't say that." He was like, "Yeah, but it's just a song." He's like, "Yeah, but." It got to a point where police came in there and point the gun at the black dude because the argument had escalated. They was about to fight, but the police came in there and was pointing the gun at the black dude. You see what I'm saying? So it's like I would have more issue if I'm in the club vibing and a white dude next to me like saying the N word versus the DJ.
yeah.
I don't think the DJ is saying. Now, if the DJ saying it, yeah. But if he's just playing a record, I don't know. That's a good question though.
Yeah. Let me know in the comments.
Get your hands up.
Now he doing shit like that. That's a big no.
Yeah, 'cause
but that goes to.
He done it on purpose though. Like
But that goes to also. Is it the same as? Remember when Roddy Ricch was performing in a predominantly white crowd, and they was asking like, "Yo, like, should a Roddy Ricch had an issue with all the white people and saying the N word on his most biggest song ever?"
They touched that on Atlanta too though. They touched that on this season when they was telling him to get a young white avatar. When he went to the studio and he was like, so what you when he asked him, he was like, you write these songs for these dudes, you got nigga in the song. He was like, man, they say it anywhere at these shows, like it don't matter. Like the other black dude was telling him that, cause he was like, man, he was telling him the game, like, you want to come to the studio.
See, that's different though. You actually writing raps with that word in it.
Writing raps with the word, but that's when Payboy asked me, he was like, yo, like I write nigga in my raps, like they gonna you cool with him rapping it in the booth? He was like, they say that at the shows anyway, like it don't even matter.
Oh no, that's just lazy. Because you can write a rap for a white artist and not have the N word in it. Yeah, yeah, that's just lazy.
He was like, man, he was like, man, y'all get you a young white avatar, man.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just think it's a weird feeling. Like,
y'all been in the clubs with white people before, right?
well, I mean, I'll go to a dive bar. You know what I mean? Like that's me. Like I'll go to a dive bar, and if they have a DJ, you know what I'm saying? It's like I might be the only nigga in this shit.
Have y'all ever experienced in the club? Of course, a song is playing that's popular with the N word, and a white person is saying that shit along with y'all, or is it just mainly black people in the club?
It's.
Nah, I never seen that.
I've never seen a white person
it happen
seen
like
that
on
shit.
the internet and shit like that, but I ain't never seen it in person. Like.
But see, I you know that Florida kid or whoever the fuck he was rapping on the video or whatever, and he got like they kicked him out of school.
Oh, he
or
got a
something.
scholarship taken. Yeah.
You see what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah.
So I'm looking at this shit. And I'm like, this to me is the same shit. To me, it's the same shit. You know what I mean? Like, granted, if the DJ's not saying it, cool. But I feel like, bruv, like you're saying the shit in your head, and that's enough for me.
He said at the house when he was going over the set list.
Yeah, that shit dumb. Yeah, my nigga. Yeah. Like, yo.
That'd be my thing. Y'all
Do
say
you think it's levels to it?
y'all
you know,
saying it at home in your cars and shit though. Y'all saying it in your cars and shit.
White people definitely saying it in their cars.
But that's what my thing is. This there's an edited version of every fucking song.
Do you think they should be saying the edited version in the car by themselves?
I feel like, I mean, in your car, go crazy. I don't give a fuck because I don't know what you're playing in your car.
But these be a lot of them be the same people who like be pro black too, helping allies. I'll say that allies, but y'all still,
Play what you want to play in your car. That's cool.
Do you think it's levels to that? Because remember, they tried to get on Carson Wentz about his old tweet about the Derrick Rose bar. Meek Mill son, I'm balling like my nigga Derrick Rose.
Oh, yeah,
he tweeted that verbatim.
Yeah.
But he didn't really get no smoke behind that shit.
On these niggas like a
Derrick Rose, yeah. Now, do I think Carson Wentz a racist? No. But he did tweet that shit.
I never got racist vibes from Carson.
No, I never got a...
I got 2 broken ankles. That's what I got from that nigga. Fucking bum.
I got 2 broken ankles from Carson.
That's crazy. You break both ankles, but yeah, I don't know, man. Like that's a good question though, Drew, for sure. Like it opens up a lot of conversations.
Yeah.
Like,
And I'm never like an oversensitive person.
yeah, it's
But
not even on
yeah,
that.
Yeah, but it's like
to me, it's kind of like,
it was just like last night I stopped in a place in West Ashley before I like just in between it was slow on Uber and shit. So I stopped in, chopped it up with my boy Landon, and that boy had they had a white DJ, but he had vinyls. You know, like so a lot of DJs don't spin vinyls. Like
it's Serato now.
Right. This
it's
man,
what?
Serato.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's like this. I mean, he's flipping through these catalogs of vinyls, like ass of vinyls.
He had an ass of crates with him,
nigga,
man.
like 4 or 5 crates packed, bro.
Damn.
Yeah. So, but it was like it was a good hip hop of like early '90s, 2000s. But it was like the selections that he really is playing. I mean, but in that instance, I get it. But there's 2 sides on a vinyl. You see what I'm saying? It's an edited and a non-edited. So to me, but it's like in this establishment, my nigga, you're not gonna see black people in this shit really at all. Yeah. Like you might catch the cooks from like the restaurant next.
So then that's different.
You see what I'm saying?
Sure.
You feel he was playing us.
Now, if I didn't walk in this shit, these white folks were probably going crazy in this shit. Nigga this, nigga that, all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
People play gold, all gold, everything. nigga.
Right.
White people love all gold everything.
Yeah,
Of course.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said that.
This is a chance. This is my chance.
Yeah.
I get to say nigga
Multiple
times.
That's why I brought up the Roddy Ricch question.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they definitely saying it on that song, for sure.
I don't know. I guess it would depend on the person itself, the setting. It's a lot. Because like you said, I'm not overly sensitive, but it just depends on the crowd for one. Because now, if it's predominantly white, you know what you're doing. You get what I'm saying? Like
what if you walk in a Silver Dollar one night and you just caught all them boy like on they nigga shit and they just looking at you like,
got him.
they gonna catch themselves.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
They know better.
Like you getting pat down, like you can hear the song, you hear a bunch of nigga. You walk in and ain't no niggas in there.
Yeah.
You like, hold on, bro. And they just like.
I think it depends on the person, their history, the crowd setting, shit like that. But some of them know better and they know what they be doing.
Facts. And
So-
that's my thing.
But to answer your question, it depends on the setting, who's there.
Yeah.
Because what if you got like a black wedding, of course,
Fine. That's totally fine. And
and you got a white DJ.
If it's a wedding, then you done went over what was being played with the DJ.
That's very true.
You at least give them
you give them an outline of what you
want
want to be
hear.
But
played.
niggas is definitely said at wedding receptions in songs.
Oh yeah,
Right.
in group forms, everything.
Yeah.
But I've bartended, and this is not an exaggeration. I've bartended over probably 200 weddings.
Okay.
You know what I mean? The white weddings of the southern weddings, even when they play songs with hip hop songs,
They bleep it out?
fuck yeah, it's edited as fuck. It's edited.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? But last night I was just like, yo.
See, if you would have told me that from the jump, because I don't know what they do in their
so now I
settings.
get what you because
Yeah.
you done
Yeah,
I get yeah.
Now, if
Y'all-
you would have led with that, then now I agree with you
Yeah,
then.
okay.
Yeah, because
yeah.
it's but you have a choice and you're choosing not
a
to
choice.
use
Well,
that
then he
choice.
know better then.
It's a
See what I'm
choice.
saying?
He know better.
because like I said, like at a wedding, you sit
Because
down with that DJ,
I really was
like,
about to ask you that.
you and that DJ have a conversation, like an outline of what you want to play. Not exact songs, but like, hey, like I'm trying to be on this type of vibe or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Maybe when they get a little later, we can go all the way up or, but when the reception first start, your grandmama and shit stood in, shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Some people, granny, stay the whole reception. Some people, granny, got to go home and lay down. So, when they get a little later, that's when we go all the way up. But, for the most part, we will keep it, But,
and I mean, there's even some DJs that will have a website to where your guests can request songs.
Yeah, I've seen that too. I've seen that.
I think Dale did that for Tunde's wedding.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He did.
So, of course I had to take that shit to trial on that shit. That's all it black me out, nigga. But
if you've been at a lot of white weddings and their standard is bleeping out the N-word, then yes.
Yeah, they know that. They know.
See, I don't even know that because I had never been to a predominantly white wedding. So I don't know what they do in they spaces.
So you right then.
You right. Yeah. Then stop doing that.
Yeah. That's what, like, it's confusing as hell. But that's one thing I will say about downtown. The white DJs that are in these spots, they, like you said, they will mix it with EDM, but it's still an edited version.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It doesn't lose anything of the song with bleeping out the word nigga. You see what I'm saying? Also, it just creates, like, stops this conversation.
For me, it's like the clubs downtown, like y'all don't even cater to like that type of crowd. So you don't even
need to be playing the music.
You need to be playing. Not even that. You don't need to be playing like overly aggressive rap music anyway, because y'all don't even cater to that crowd.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
That's what. But it really shocked the fuck. I was like, yo, am I tripping right now?
Yeah.
Like, am I like? 'Cause I was on.
You right.
Yeah. Bro, I was on like a 0.5, bro. So I'm like, yo, like. Yeah, like I'm paying attention to every detail, but just to like, I'm hoping in that shit cutting out. You know what I mean? Like
it definitely depends on the setting,
really
bro. Certain shit shouldn't even be played in certain settings. Like Mo said, you playing overly, like that's not. Nah.
You can control your space in your car. That's what I say. I don't care.
Yeah.
You're in control of that. But to the masses, you know what I mean. And then again, because there was a birthday party or some shit there. Now it was older black gentlemen there, but they wasn't staying there long. At a point, I was the only black person in this shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, yo, bro, like it's getting aggressive at this point. You know what I mean? Like it's constant songs with the word nigga in this shit, and they're really on this dance floor fucking the shit up. You know what I mean? Like
they going crazy.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Saturday
saying?
night.
Yes,
like,
you have to be aware. And even if you a black DJ in a predominantly white setting, maybe you should be mindful of that as well.
Because you have an option.
Yeah.
If you're a black DJ with a predominantly white crowd, I would kind of roll with an edited version.
Because then when you start hearing, you can't really be mad at nobody but yourself. Because like you gave them the ignition. Like
yeah.
I'm gonna tell you a funny story. So when I worked at Jimmy Jazz, we worked on a Saturday. I don't think the manager was there that day. These niggas start playing a dirty version of every song. Like so, we had it to the point where
cutting up when the manager
like we basically at home on some type shit. We got kids coming through. We got old people coming through. Like we can have any type of people come through. I'm like, yo, bro, y'all
that ain't right.
Tripping right now, bro.
Tripping.
Like you can't be playing. We can't play the dirty version of these songs. We got different type of people coming in, bro. Like, change the shit. And that's what I thought. I'm like, bro, like it definitely depends on your setting and shit what you got going on because, like I said, that can apply to the black DJ with a white crowd too.
No, 100%. And I think that's aggressive because now you're
giving them a comfortability level.
Facts.
You're giving them a comfortability level.
Facts.
Yeah.
Because they're like, well, shit, he playing
it. So like,
I'ma say it. You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
He must be cool with this.
And I feel because this Family Dollar right here, I walked in this shit one time. Them boy had NBA young boy playing. I'm like, dog, this shit is so ratchet, dog. Like,
yeah, you tweaking.
Yeah, like this shit is blasting, dog. Like
you tweaking.
And it's this is that area. There's a lot of older folks that shop in these Family Dollar stuff like that. The lady was like, sure it's loud in here. Like Buddy was really like he's tweaking or some shit. Like he was.
Now when me and Nick was running APB, like they would tell us like we don't really care what y'all play, but do be mindful like whatever like because somebody parents might come in there and try to buy shit for their kids or whatever.
They can't be hearing.
Can't be niggering the shit up.
Yeah, like and then I mean we used to kind of know when to play, when we want to play, but like for the most part, like during the week, it's like, hey, you can't turn up that much. But like on a Friday, Saturday, especially like a Friday evening about to close, we dumbing. You know what I'm saying? But like,
and see, even it could be just me. I could, like I said, I could just be oversensitive because even when people get in my car, if I'm doing Uber, I change, like, as I see them walking up, I would change my music. You see what I'm saying? Like, if it's, because it's, of course, y'all know I do accent radio. I don't do the cumulus shit.
That's unedited, everything.
Yeah. So I would know I can go to Bob Marley radio station, and that's for everybody. You know what I mean? For this ride, we just listening to Bob. Cut the shit. Like, there ain't no Oscord in this bitch. Yeah. Ain't none of this shit.
That's
you know
good that you brought that up because like when I do drive, like, I kind of know, like, hey, like, I'm cutting Bluetooth off. You're not about to ask me to listen to nothing like, oh, my Bluetooth broke.
Yeah.
Because y'all kind of turn, and I don't even want it to be like on some, you say some shit thinking that we cool like that because I played a song for you. Nah. I'm taking you where you gotta go. That's that. Yeah. You listen to the throwback radio station right here. Yeah. Calm your nerves till we get to where you gotta go.
So you sure you have it set to you'll just play the throwback station while you over.
Hell yeah. So like Drew said, like I can see the walls in my car, I can kind of tell what type of time they on. Like they just come.
I mean, honestly, that's a good median.
Yeah, like you
just play the throwback station,
you coming
bro.
from the club, you kind of might be turned. Oh, can I hear some little? No, you're not listening. My Bluetooth broke.
Yeah, you have my car rocking side to side. We going across this bridge. Hell no, bro. Like nah, it's windy enough up here. You know what I mean? Like, but seriously though. Seriously, like it's just a consideration thing. You know what I mean?
I think it boils down to consideration.
Yeah, I mean it's just like,
and you know better as well.
Facts,
it's mindful,
and it's just like one of those things. Like if you're in the grocery store, why are you sagging like crazy, bro? You know what I mean?
It's just
store,
that's crazy.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's a respect thing. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like respect my ears, respect my eyes. You know that's how I feel.
I feel you.
Yeah.
That's a perfect segue into this Jerry Jones picture that's been floating around.
Yes, sir.
From 1957 in Arkansas. It looked like it was a desegregation that was going on. He's in the background, just basically overlooking the crowd.
He's in the mob. Let's use the correct terms. He's in the mob of white people.
Yeah, he's in the mob of white people. He's overlooking it. So he said that he didn't know what was going on. But I'm going to tell you this right now. Me personally, I don't give a fuck about the picture because I already have my perception of Jerry Jones, and I believe that he's a racist. And this is all based off of how he spoke about the Kaepernick situation. So, and I had shout out to Shabazz. Me and Shabazz had a conversation about this morning, about a good hour conversation, and he had a basis in standing of how it can affect us as black people if we're kind of in the same position. He had his view on it. My stance is people are going to talk about Jerry Jones more in this situation based off the whole Colin Kaepernick shit. I've heard other people talk about it. They highlight the same thing. So it was like
always had like a certain viewpoint when it comes to like shit involving race.
To me, it was the Colin Kaepernick shit.
Yeah. For sure.
I'm just speaking for me.
Yeah.
So when I look at it, I'm like, bro, like, I'm not surprised if he was. And if he wasn't, okay, cool, I guess. But, I mean, it's not too many white people who align themselves on the right side of this.
Yeah.
Like, the one lady who be going viral, I think she's like a professor. She be teaching white kids about, like, she's one of the rare ones, right? So there is a thing in U.S. because we say racism is taught, right? And we've seen it highlighted throughout movies, even on a lower scale of, even it may be dating or it might just be having a friend. Their family would be like, hey, don't bring them niggas over here. But they know in their mind, these is kids, kids now, that shit is not right.
Yeah, it's not right.
So there is a little bit in a kid that tells them, hey, this is not right to treat this person this way because of their skin.
Kids don't care about that shit. It happens at home. Like they're taught something.
So at some point, even when you become a teenager, I feel like right from wrong in terms of treating somebody due to the color of their skin. With that also being said, this is still 1957, and I'm gonna say this on air because I don't care. I would possibly believe that every person born around that time, especially a white person, may be a racist.
In the South.
I'm confident in saying that. So, and if he's not okay, I mean, cool. But you've already shown me things that make me believe that you may be. He got to
track history. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then when I hear people talk about how, there's former players or black people who speak highly of Jerry Jones. For number one, keyword player. Mm-hmm. Can you show me an instance where he's not benefiting from a black person to where he would speak highly of them?
Yeah, we've seen the players that speak.
I don't care about and respect to them because I fuck with their platform and all that. I don't care. Pac-Man saying that Jerry Jones changed his life is not changing my opinion on Jerry Jones.
Bryant said the same shit. He said
because if y'all are not, if y'all not going out there at 1 o'clock on Sundays providing him a service,
you just another one. You're just another nigga.
What does that say? So no, I would expect the owner to make sure that one of the best players on his team is in line with life, so that when you come in on Thursday for practice, Friday for practice, and then Sunday for a game, you all right.
You high performing.
You performing high. So that shit don't mean nothing to me. So I mean, in terms of the picture, I seen a lot of conversations around it. With or without the picture, it don't mean it's not changing my view.
Did you see what he said? Like he was like,
what did he say? Because I didn't even pay attention to that.
He was like, he didn't know what was going on. He honestly was scared and confused about what was going on out there. And I'm like,
it's hard pressing me to believe that.
It's like that's like, come on, brother. Like
it's 1957.
It's 1957. Y'all know it's not like the word in y'all the street like, hey, we're gonna try to stop these niggas from getting in this school. It's not like that didn't happen back then. You know what I'm saying? Y'all had other forms to communicate with each other back then. It was probably like a big ass meeting or something. Word went around y'all school what was going on, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way you not out there and it's not like you was even on the side of trying to help that black person get into school. Like, you was on the opposing side.
For Jerry Jones, it's hard pressing me to believe that. For
That's
him,
what I'm saying. Like,
if this was, who can I use? Steve Martin. I'll use Steve Martin. If this was Steve Martin, I would give him a little grace. Because Steve Martin hasn't showed me nothing throughout his acting career that says he don't fuck with black people.
Right.
So if it was Steve Martin, I'd be like, bro, you have to show me a little bit more of that. Because, I mean, he's just in the picture. He's over. I can't say that he don't fuck with niggas. But Jerry Jones, nah, dog. Because even the way, like, you can tell we all have senses. We have senses with a lot of things. We know when something just don't look right, don't feel right. Aside from Jerry Jones' comments, when he had to take the knee with his team the following season, that looked like a person who didn't want to do that shit.
He looked sick doing that. He looked sick. That was tearing his soul apart to do that. You could tell.
So no, dog, that's not whatever Jerry Jones had to say about the picture. I don't care, bro. My mind is already made up on you. That's where I'm at with it. My mind's made up on you. Yeah. So I think you only fuck with black people because you're Cowboys. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And if they wasn't providing a great service for the Cowboys, then I don't believe that you would care about black people.
Did you see what Stephen A. Smith said in defense of him?
No, what did he say?
He said Jerry Jones doesn't deserve what's happening to him right now. That was over 65 years ago, and I'm just like,
that was his main point. Did he say anything else?
He basically that was the main thing. He was like, he doesn't deserve this.
Well, it was the.
I mean, it's not. I don't. He's wrong for saying that for one because people have reason to feel how they feel about Jerry Jones based off of how he spoke about the Colin Kaepernick situation.
He got instances where he's like, you know.
What other instances does Jerry have? Because I'm being honest and asking this question because I don't know.
Is the cap shit, the knee shit? Like, it's just been. It's
I thought you was talking about before.
Oh, no, yeah.
Because that's the only one I know of.
Yo, so it's with the Stephen A. shit, yo. It was the delivery because, of course, he's dramatic as fuck. So he's like, I'm just disgusted.
He said disgusted.
Yeah. He's upset. Like he led into saying like he's upset, and so it was spinning the narrative like he's leading towards standing for us, basically saying like to see this nigga this and that in this light. But no, only for him to spin that. You guys are really going to try to cancel Jerry Jones for a 65-year-old pitcher? People don't fucking forget, my nigga.
Our grandparents still alive, like, you know.
Yo, so what? It was a movie, and I think it was 42 or one of them shit. And it was like the father was like, "Get out of here, nigga! We don't want you here." Yeah. And the little kids, the white kids, just looking at his daddy, and then he turns and looks, and he's like, "Yeah, nigga. We don't want you here."
Yeah.
That's where it's learned. That's where it's fucking.
That's where it happens.
That's exactly in everything. And now Granted, yeah, I know I'm very passionate when it comes to integrating schools. My father definitely was part of the blacks that integrated the public school systems in South Carolina. But this process was happening, and Jerry Jones is standing there. This is the same shit that my father went through. Yeah. White folks are sitting here yelling at you. We don't want you here, nigga. Go back home.
Right.
You are in the mass of those crowds. We know what those crowds look like.
That's what I'm saying. I can't buy him not knowing what was going on.
Exactly. You know what's being shouted. You are right along, 15, 16-year-old brother. In those days and age, you're damn near a grown man.
That's what I'm saying.
It was kids in that picture with cigarettes in their mouth.
Come on, bro.
You know what's going on.
I can't give a white person no grace in that time period.
Facts.
For me, I can't.
Because we just know.
And I feel like I'm warranted in saying that.
I can see we had no idea what the fuck took on in the 50s and 60s. But we know. We know. Simply as that. Dogs are being sick on people. You know what I mean? People are still getting hosed. People are still protesting.
Hosed, hit with batons, all kind of shit. Like,
until you give me a reason to believe it, then I carry you how I carry you, like I always say. But with Jerry Jones, I mean, ever since that whole Colin Kaepernick shit, bro, but I say this about a lot of owners. A lot of owners are smart too. Like, you could be a racist and smart. Mm-hmm. You can get through your whole life and not displaying no racism. Mm-hmm. That don't mean you don't fuck with niggas. Mm-hmm. I don't have no factual evidence to point at certain owners, and I never had facts with Jerry Richardson. I just had stories from my grandfather. I don't believe my grandfather would lie about it. Yeah. But this is before he got accused of the long list of things, and then eventually he had to sell the team to David Tepper. Yeah. It's no different from Rob Sarver. Yeah. So how many owners are probably like that? They just haven't been exposed.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
I mean, you think Donald Sterling would probably still be an NBA owner
if he was smarter.
If that conversation was never recorded.
Never came out.
You see what I'm saying? But these are the conversations that are being had in their personal lives. You see what I'm saying?
You got to think all the owners. My bad. Go ahead, finish.
This is the shit that gets me, because we know this man's a racist. Like I mean, you can look at Jerry Jones and just the persona, his body language, of everything.
He oozes racist.
It just gives it to me. You know what I mean? Like 100%. But it's pause. But it's like, yo, it's evident that whatever we do, we're supposed to be forgetting slavery. We're supposed to forget all this history of what. Yes. Yeah. Why is it that we have to turn a cheek on this man who clearly is standing 10 toes down and trying to stop blacks from integrating public school systems?
Where his list of accomplishments that he need to do to show us that he's not really racist?
Where's the sit down?
What is he gonna go sit down with Farrakhan or one of our prominent black people?
And I think he should have did that back then. I think he should have did it 2016.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like where his
that's what I'm saying. The picture to me is like you're not telling me nothing new, bro. Because I feel like all the owners should have had sensitivity training around that whole Colin Kaepernick shit.
When I think about
all of them, even if you didn't agree.
When I think about all the owners, I always think about that. Y'all remember when the John Gruden shit went down, and it was like that
email shit.
Those emails it could damage the whole league. Remember what they were saying all that shit?
I want to know what owners.
I want to know. I want to know what was said in them emails, bro. I always want to know what was said in them emails.
Because his side was the only one that got exposed.
His side but he was speaking to everybody in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is an NFL coach. Like, he's speaking to everybody. So I want to know what was said in them emails.
It would be hard pressed for me to believe that a lot of these owners who are 80 plus, 70 plus, that they don't have no track of racism in their past, whether it be through words or actions. Because you can be a racist and not say nothing racism, but you could display it through your business practices.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So it's kind of hard for me to believe that at that age, if you're 80-something years cool, now, you came up in that time. I mean, post 19, what is it? Because, I mean, please don't get this fucked up. You can still be taught racism in 2022 because it just follows. But I'm going to give somebody who was born 19, probably 70, 80, and upwards a little bit more grace than somebody born 42 because of the time. That just is what it is. It's the facts. Like, the times was just different. So if you're around that time and you're a white person, I think you didn't like niggas.
Yeah.
Sorry. I just don't. I don't believe in then. But I do see a lot of people talking about just the context of that was kind of Shabazz stance, and me and him, we agree to disagree on that topic, but we came to
the context of what though?
He's talking about the picture. He's talking about the picture. He's saying that there's nothing that points to him being a racist in the picture. There's no words. There's no this. But his biggest point was speaking of how that makes us look in terms of it happening to us, because his thing is like, if this happens to a white person, it happens to us 10 times worse. Basically saying he was having a sense of using an example like if there was a picture that came up of a black person, a known successful black person come out, they're in a Black Panther rally or something like that, and it comes out and they're trying to cancel him for it. We're not going to go for it. You see what I'm saying? So his biggest thing was, you know, we have to be careful in terms of how we do it because it can happen to us. My stance was
agree to disagree with Shabazz.
My stance on that was like, dog, to me, that whole shit don't even matter, because regardless of the fact, they're gonna do what they want to do regardless. Rather, we're in a picture with a black, like, it don't matter to me. Like, he used me as an example in terms of, I was like, man, they can say whatever they want. I mean, I'm gonna stand up for me regardless. So if I'm in a picture and some shit is happening that I don't align myself with, I'm gonna just say, oh, I didn't know what the fuck was going on with that.
I can't get with the Black Panther point because the Black Panthers was on the right side of this shit. We just wanted to be treated as fair human beings. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, having a picture of you at a desegregation rally, like you're clearly against racial unity. You know what I'm saying? Like that's racial shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta disagree I agree to disagree with the OG on that one. But yeah.
I agree to disagree on that too. But I mean, the whole conversation I felt like trickled down to his past. Mm-hmm. That's why I think a lot of people are having the conversation as well, because what's the first thing a lot of people say? Oh, I ain't surprised. I ain't surprised. I ain't surprised. I ain't surprised. Like I said, that's why I use Steve Martin as an example. If you show me a white person that doesn't get, like we said, like Carson Wentz, right? Mm-hmm. Carson Wentz ain't shown me nothing that makes me say, oh, he don't fuck with niggas. So I might give him grace. But Jerry Jones, nah. No. That's why when you go to court, you have first-time offenders and you have repeat offenders. Yeah. So the punishment or the perception is going to get
career
exactly. Yeah. So I'm going to look at you different based off your track record. It's different. It's different. Like I just don't know. Yeah. I'm sorry. And how many times are this happening? Like with the whole Mark Wahlberg shit. Mm-hmm. Like if he had a one-off offense as a teenager, I might give him a little grace. I might. But these are multiple things. That was a multiple occurrence, even as a teen. I don't care. So to me, my mind is made up on dog. I would move cautious around Mark Wahlberg. I would. Based off of his hate crimes that he committed as a teenager. Yes, as a teenager. Yes, as a teenager. Because I'd known white dudes who grew up bad, who was on drugs, whatever the case may be. They was just on drugs. That don't mean they hated niggas. Yeah. And you can't compare black people like growing up and us fighting white people you have hate crimes for a reason. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? This is not running that talking about black people can beat up on white people and call them crackers and da. I said, bro, that's not a hate crime.
When did that happen?
That's not a hate crime.
When that happened? No, when that happened? They said that we just go randomly beat up white people. That's what they're saying?
No, they're saying that it would be times where you grow up the neighborhood shit. White person come through a black neighborhood, they know not to come through there. Black person go through a white neighborhood, they know not to come through there. Seen that happen, so my whole thing is like this. I mean, it is what it is. They can say I didn't see it, whatever the case may be. If that's what they want to stand on, cool. My whole thing is you can't compare the two, because we can't be racist towards white people. We can't have a dislike for them. We can't be racist towards them. And my whole thing is, and white people know this, and if white people listen to the podcast, this is your first time knowing this. I do move cautious around white people. That don't mean I want to see harm towards white people. That don't mean I seek out, any harmful acts towards white people. I just move cautious around y'all due to how things was done to not only me, but my people.
Right.
I've experienced racism from white people. I haven't experienced racism from Asians or any other people. That don't mean I wouldn't move cautious around them neither. But my senses are heightened more around white people. Right. You get what I'm saying? So... Yeah. And I'm right for feeling that way.
Yeah, you gotta protect yourself.
I gotta protect. That's like if I have a snake pit that's on the left side of my house, that snake pit might not fuck with me for 365 days. But that 366th day, he might be feeling some type of way. Might have caught me slipping because I got my head down, my headphones in. I'm not paying attention.
This nigga think this shit sweet. Let's go.
This nigga think this shit sweet today. That's how you gotta move with people. So with us and our people, I give us more grace in the feelings aspect in terms of how we assess racism. I'm not saying that everything should be based off 100% feelings because you do have to have a somewhat of a balance, but you just can't alleviate the feelings aspect because it's fair. Yeah. It's warranted. So with the whole Jerry Jones shit, is like, man, to me, the picture ain't moving me, bro. My mind is already made up on Jerry Jones.
To me, that feeling is the intuition. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, your body, your soul telling you something for a reason. Like, hey, like, this ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Especially with race relations, because, like you said, like, we got a whole history to show, like, what can happen when shit go left. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
I just feel like Jerry Jones is the product of knowing how to move.
Yeah, of course.
That's how I feel. Like he might not have nothing during his tenure as a Cowboy owner. He might not have nothing. But that just tells me he knows how to hide it well.
Yeah.
That's all that tells me.
I mean, it's a lot of them.
So respectfully, I don't care what Michael Irvin has to say about Jerry Jones, Emmitt Smith, Pac-Man Jones, none of y'all, because y'all providing the service for that man.
Y'all provided a service, and y'all were compensated for them services. He played a role with y'all. When he was at the desegregation rally, that was like the real him. You know what I'm saying? He was with his people. They were standing for something. You understand?
I didn't pay no attention. I didn't even see the clip of what he said, but I'm not surprised that was his response. What else he supposed to say in 2022? What else he supposed to say? Yeah, I was with that shit. Like, honestly, is he going to give it up like that?
I was confused and scared, honestly. I didn't know what was going on. Okay, man.
I didn't know he was going to hit the confused shit. I thought he would just left it at, I didn't know what was going on.
Okay.
I didn't know he was going to hit the scared shit.
Yeah, he was kind of scared. He didn't know what was going on. He was kind of confused.
Who put that picture out anyway?
I don't know where the picture came from.
See, confusing. All right, if I'm confused and I'm lost and I don't know what the fuck's going on, and a mass crowd of people shouting and yelling and shit, I don't go towards it.
Yeah.
Just common sense.
He's in the mix.
15, 16 years old, bruv. You know better.
He's in the mix.
So what are you talking about? Nigga, you knew exactly what was taking place. You saw black. You saw whitey.
That's what I'm saying. There's no way in hell back then you don't know what's going on, bro.
I'm not buying it.
No.
Not buying it. And again, I know, like, I'm going to stand on this shit forever. Like, the people who were in those crowds, you might as well put on a white sheet and with your cross and burn crosses, bro. Like, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at with it. You know what I mean? Because you're showing me exactly, like, what is the problem with a black person wanting to get the same opportunity to get an education?
Let me ask you, where's the line in being able to change in terms of being taught racism? What age and what line is that?
As soon as you're able to speak, I feel
it's the kid. Being that kids, you know, once a kid getting like them early teens going up, like it's hard. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you might can help them like right before they hit preteen ages and shit like that. But once they done get, you gotta think, especially now, you know, with these phones and shit. Like once they done get, let's
just put it up. Let's say they get to 18, 20 years old.
It's too late.
So you don't think they could change?
That's gonna be up to them to change.
Yeah.
Do you think
that really got to be a conscious effort on their part?
Now, do you feel like it's their fault?
18.
18, you picking a side.
18, you picking a side. 18, you definitely picking a side.
Because you do feel like they do know right from wrong.
Oh, 18, yeah, you know, as far as racial shit go, yeah.
That's how I agree.
Yeah.
So I feel like there is a line, but at the same time too, it's like.
That's why I say like at
where racism is different. I can't compare racism to other things because it's like I talked about on the podcast before. It's kind of like the religion aspect of you being born into a religion. That's all you know. But being taught hate, I feel like there is some, because if there are other white people who realize, like I brought up the lady, I can't think of her name, but we all seen her go viral on Instagram and Twitter and shit. If she's able to realize that at a young age, I feel like I don't know what the age can be. There has to be something in you at a certain time that makes you say, regardless of how racist your family may be. Because like I said, we've seen it in movies, TV shows, and shit like that, of those things with white families. But that one person in the white family is just different. They don't align themselves with hating black people at all. But a lot of them have either picked a side due to fear, or, you know what, I've been taught this shit and this is all I know. Yeah, I hate y'all motherfuckers too.
Yeah.
So, but I do feel like there is something in you as a kid around that 10, 11, 12, maybe even 7, 8 years, maybe even younger, that tells you this shit here ain't right. I can't go to every white person and do a deeper nah. I'm not a doctor.
Right.
I'm just saying I don't know where the line is of giving them grace in terms of, I was taught racism, I'm different now. Is that possible for a white person to be taught racism and they could change?
Yes, because it's your choice, and that's the thing. When you're able to recognize it, that means your brain's able to process it. So if I say, damn, like this week I don't want to drink, you know what I mean? That's a personal choice that I made in my head, and if I'm able to verbalize it and say it, I'm able to change. I'm able to process it. You see what I mean? Some people can't process shit. Some people can't understand shit. But if you're able to recognize this is wrong, as humans, we're capable of changing. We see this shit. You get in relationships, niggas change. You get out of relationships, niggas change. It just happens. We're fucking human. But every human's able to recognize right from right and wrong is wrong. Just that simple from the beginning of time. Back to your question of at what age do I feel like age? I would say 10 tops. Because by 10, this kid is reading, writing, and articulating, feeding for themselves, fitting for themselves.
They had peak sponge level.
Facts.
Like, you know what
I'm saying? But all throughout this time from, I would say, 2 to 3, because that's the most important time of educating your child. This is when your child is soaking in the most. This is when they're articulating everything that you're saying. So if you're saying, motherfuck this bitch, your child will learn, motherfuck this bitch.
But he don't think nothing of
it. Just like that video I seen on the reel, because Shabazz actually sent me this video. I don't know how old this baby was, but the baby was calling her mom a bitch.
But he don't even know that.
No, this is a little girl. And it's like, why? That's not like, but the mom wasn't even correct. They laughing
about it and thinking it's funny.
Yeah.
That's just not funny. It's not funny. She needs to unlearn that language very quickly.
Because she don't even know.
She thinking it's cool to call somebody a bitch.
Yeah.
Can't be no older than 3, 4 years old. Can't be.
Young as hell.
But go ahead.
But that's what I'm saying, though. And even then, so now you're talking, the child is verbalizing. Because this is the thing. When you start to realize your child is repeating everything that you're saying, this is when you sit there and you educate them the most.
Because here's my thing. They're going to school at 15, 14, 16. I'm pretty sure a teacher has recognized that. You telling me a teacher, all these teachers throughout history have not even checked that? Because I know the students have. A teacher hasn't even checked that in terms of, like, what you saying. So it can't be the parent having still that much influence on the child, because you're with your teacher more than you are with your parents throughout the week.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
But it's also the influences of others. You see what I'm saying? Because we know that when you go to school, kids have an impact on other kids, definitely. You know what I mean? And you looking up to somebody who's older, you see somebody else doing something crazy. I mean, we all have older OGs that we looked up to growing up. You know what I mean? I wouldn't say I did everything to the T of those people, but there are certain things that they instilled in me that I still do today. You know what I mean?
To me, it has to be a reoccurrence too, because I could probably maybe give a white person some grace if they display racism at 15, 16, 17. If it was a one-time thing, they was taught it, they didn't know it was wrong. Okay, cool. But if you're lining these acts up, because to me, I feel like you know better. Because it's no different. Again, I was having a conversation with Shabazz. He was like, yeah, when I was younger, I took money out my mom's purse at 8 years old. I knew what I was doing. So, and I was like, so stop right there. You knew at 8 years old taking money out your mom's purse was wrong. You knew that, but you chose to do it anyway.
There you go.
So if you have somebody like Mark Wahlberg who is lining up hate crimes, right, at 16, 17, regardless of his upbringing, I felt like, because I don't know the man personally, I feel like he knew what the fuck he was doing.
Yeah.
And throughout his career, can I point to anything that he's done in his career? No, I can't. But you know what that also tells me? He might have known how to fucking maneuver around black people because he's predominantly known in black culture. Yeah. He started out as a rapper, correct? Mm-hmm. That's black shit. Yeah. So that tells me
Marky Mark.
I know how to move. I gotta move differently around these people. Like I said, I don't know the man. Black people, he got black friends, whatever the case may be. Cool. My mind is made up on dude.
Yeah. And you know, I stand on this shit.
But the age factor, you have to ask that question.
But also, you know, Mark Wahlberg being brought up in Boston, you know how I feel about Boston in general. No disrespect to your teams, Mo, but they don't fuck with niggas, bruv. Like, they just don't. You know what I mean? Like, we know that Boston's a crazy place for black people.
And that's crazy. I said this before on the show. It's crazy how you like all the teams in that area except the Hurricanes. I always found that funny. That's wild. My dog's a UConn fan of Boston. Oh, other
There you go.
Oh, okay. Boston, UConn. I just found that fun. But that is that area that is known for that shit.
Yeah. So, I mean, and that's what I'm saying. At 17, 18, yeah, you're doing a lot of shit with your buddies. Yes, y'all feel a lot of ways about a lot of people of certain races. I'm sure of it. But, I mean, you're in the trenches of Boston that hates niggas.
I feel like when I was in high school, you knew racism was wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember.
If you're in high school, you're 14 to 18.
Yeah.
I feel like you know what racism is, bro.
They teach us that.
But see, this is the thing. All right, so just look in the South now. Let's just say Charleston. I went to high school with white kids. I mean, middle school with white kids. All right.
Okay.
Cool. Fine. We got to high school in the West Ashley. Now niggas are in Dixie Pride.
Yeah.
Confederate flags flying.
Yeah.
All of that shit.
At West Ashley?
Yeah.
Yeah, they used to wear Dixie Pride shit before too.
See what I'm saying?
That's the thing with the Dixie Pride shit. I mean to cut you off. Like, I didn't really understand the significance of the Confederate flag back then yet. Mm-hmm. And I had African American studies, but we didn't
deep dive into the
we
shit.
Didn't deep dive into that. I had that too.
Yet. We didn't. I didn't learn about.
And that was just an elective.
Yeah, but see, I always knew to take African American studies though, so. It was almost to where I was getting out of high school when I was really learning about the Confederate, like what that mean when they be wearing it and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like what they standing for. And then like I was thinking back, like some of the kids that I would see wearing it, like they honestly weren't racist. Like they just was wearing it because they seen their parents wearing that shit.
But not even. I won't even say it was their parents, because why didn't you wear this shit in middle school? Why didn't you wear this in elementary school? You got to high school. You made the choice. See what I'm saying? Now you're hanging out with all the people with the big trucks. You was with the niggas last year. You see what I'm saying?
See, that's different.
I seen that.
That right now, you carried out that same behavior, elementary, middle. That's different.
I seen that.
But that's what I'm saying. The influence of others. It ain't the teachers.
It's the influence of others.
See what I'm saying?
Want to belong to something.
Facts.
Yeah.
And that's just it. There's people who, like I said, dog, I've seen them around nothing but black people. Air Force Ones with the uniform. Now we got these dingy ass boots, and we got fucking Wrangler jeans and Dixie Pride sweaters.
So it is on a person to look at themselves and change that shit.
Bruv.
That's how I feel, because I told him, I said, bro, listen, I grew up as a kid and I seen other kids who just didn't want to. They was rebellious. He said he was rebellious. So if you're rebellious, I seen rebellious kids that, you know what, regardless of what the teachers say, their parents say, that kid is going to do what I seen a lot of them. They're going to do what the fuck they want to do regardless. So I can't use the racism is taught. Yes, true, it is. But at a certain age, you have to come to your senses and realize, bro, this shit is not right.
Yeah.
And I'm choosing to do certain acts, bro.
Some of them do that, and then they deal with their own, shit within their own, communities from that. Like, some of them do come to a realization, like, hey, this shit not right. And then they get excommunicated. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and just because you're a racist don't make you a dummy.
Yeah.
A lot of racists are smart.
Yeah,
so that means, what does that mean? You got plenty of racists who probably get throughout life and you don't know that they won.
True.
Because you know why? They got things to protect. So that don't mean, like, Jerry Jones could be very well one of the people that I'm speaking of. His makeup could be different. Nah, I don't have nothing. I don't have multiple things to point to in terms of I know I could point to that to be like, you know what? Yeah, you might not fuck with niggas, bro.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like that whole shit really. And guess what? You have some owners who ain't never said nothing till this day about that shit.
Yeah. Now what if?
So I can't accuse them, and at the same time, I can't be like, you know what? Like it's. They just chose not to say nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they can't exactly like they good people. So it's but you had some who's spoken out against that shit.
Yeah.
That's why I said it boils down to the person. So with Jerry Jones in this picture, I can't give him really no grace versus if it was somebody else. Like if it was if it was Jay Reinsdorf, I haven't heard of nothing that Jay Reinsdorf has did anything towards black people. So if it was him. And Jerry's 80-something years old. But to me, I don't care who it is.
Yeah.
Any white person in their 80s right now, I kind of believe that you might not have fuck with black people.
Yeah.
I can't factually say it.
They done been around some shit or they done seen some shit. Like,
But if it was Jerry Reinsdorf, I'll probably give Jerry some grace. And I'm not saying that because it's my team. Like, it could be any other owner.
Yeah.
Being that the fact it was Jerry Jones, that's why I had the reservation that I have.
Yeah. And that's why I don't get why this should even be a conversation.
I don't know why. Look at Jay Richardson, the former owner of the Panthers. This is factual shit that we could point to, and this is from since he been an owner up until 2016, that he was displaying inappropriate sexual acts, racism towards that. Like, this is all in line, but my grandfather put me on game about him before. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you 80 plus, bro. You an 80+ year old white person. So the only white people that I think might not have that much of it in them are the ones born probably post 1980.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Because their parents still came through that racism time.
Yeah.
I think a lot of them still got hit too.
Yeah. But see, you know, and like you said, Mike, if Jerry, I think if niggas didn't realize the shit with the Kaepernick shit and open their fucking eyes at that point,
That's what I'm saying.
you would never.
That's
you
what
would
did it
never,
for me.
Yeah, you would never see this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're still looking at that white and gold dress thinking it's purple. Like, I'm sorry, you're fucking lost, bro.
What was the final color for that shit
It's
anyway?
fucking white and gold,
That
bro.
shit white and gold, man. I never saw purple or blue.
I did kind of see blue and black. I ain't gonna lie, but I get it. It's the lighting. The lighting.
I don't know how you look at it. I would probably shoot you something on that, but if you just looking at that shit straight up, natural light, that shit is white and gold.
Yeah. Come on, man. Like, but if y'all want to sit here and bounce around and give him grace and say, like, yo, bro, your point. Now I'm looking at this shit like, okay, now
Give me a black person who wasn't a player for Jerry Jones. That's what I want.
Give me the black person in that motherfucking picture to tell us what the fuck was going on in that motherfucking situation.
Can we find that person?
That's what I want.
Some of them probably still alive. I'm pretty sure.
A lot of them still alive.
A lot of them. A lot of them.
These are our great grandparents. Like, they still here.
And I can't. And when it comes,
and we talk about 1957. Shit, my grandfather was 15.
My daddy was born in 50, bruv.
My grandfather born same year as Jerry Jones, 1942. They both 80. Matter of fact, I'll call him after the pod and ask him what he think about it.
Yeah. Like, come on, man. Like, come on. You just not there just because you confused about what's going on.
But I believe black people have the right to reserve that. Some they can feel how they want to feel about certain white people in terms of their track record and off the year they was born. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying that you got to flat out accuse them, but I have a right to believe that Jerry Jones might be a racist, bro.
Yeah, Stephen A. did a lot on that.
He did a lot of.
Yeah, the discussing shit is out of pocket.
Yeah.
It's out of pocket.
Like to act like you, like, but
you don't know him.
Yeah, but that's the thing. He was, but Mike, it was the way that he was trying to spin it. Like, I'm just so disgraced to how this and this, and y'all really going. And then he switched and said, "Y'all really going to try to cancel Jerry Jones, bitch? Yes, we will cancel this motherfucker.
Yeah. And we gonna get you too.
How do y'all feel about people that say that if you a fan of the Cowboys, you shouldn't support the team because of Jerry Jones or any owner at that?
Well, I think in 2020,
if it was Jim Irsay, how would you feel?
Well, I fuck that nigga. Y'all know I don't fuck with that nigga anyways. But I mean,
just in terms of support of your team.
But yeah, I would be a Green Bay fan.
You would switch teams?
Fuck yeah. I'm not standing for this shit, bro. I'm just not. Like, if it came out that Jim Irsay is just out here wilding, bro, I'm calm on the coast.
Yeah,
I'm calm. Because why do I need to continue to support this team that don't support my people? Why continue to buy merchandise and wear this fucking horseshoe across my chest if this doesn't support my people?
And that's why when the whole Jerry Richardson shit came out, Because had he not sold that team, it would be hard pressed for me to give them ticket sales.
Yeah.
I can't be truthfully honest and say I probably wouldn't watch another Panthers game. I probably would be telling a lie. Because I do love the Panthers. Like, when I came up as a fan, I didn't know shit about Jerry Richardson.
Right.
I love the team. You see what I'm saying? So I can't. I'm not gonna be disingenuous and say I probably wouldn't watch. I'm not that standing on no high morale ground like that. I probably would still be watching Panthers games because I fuck with the team.
Because remember this shit happened with Danny Ainge. I was like, man, I might fall back from the Celtics, bro. Y'all was like, man, chill out, man. Like they gonna.
I thought you was kind of capping, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah,
but,
like
but
I was kind of like on some. Hey, I ain't know. I ain't like how that shit came out. Bro.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
on some
yeah.
real shit. Like I don't like that shit.
But
bro.
I
Because
just
it's a
feel like.
representation, though. Like, it's like, granted.
But
like,
he sold the team, so to me, it was like, you know, we got a new owner now, so.
Yeah, and I feel that.
Yeah.
But see, like, for me, like,
You couldn't even watch the Colts no more.
I can't, dog. I can't. Like, honestly.
I
like,
respect it.
If I'm walking, if I'm flying the flags on my car, so if a nigga walk up to me and ask me why the fuck you got this shit, what am I gonna say? Oh, it's been my team since I got my it's been my team since my first starter jacket. Yeah. But as a man, as a black man, and knowing this man represents hatred.
You black first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't granted, I'm a fan of the game. I played the game, I love the game.
Yeah.
But motherfuck the morals, bro.
Yeah.
When it comes to
Sports
this shit.
shouldn't hold that much
Yeah,
weight.
nah.
Like,
Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I would stand for my people always.
Yeah.
Always. Because this team shit would come and go. It can come. These niggas come and go.
It don't matter at the end of the day.
It don't. It makes me money, and it's just a good conversation.
Yeah, entertainment. It's
That's
entertainment at the end of the day.
That's
yeah.
it. Other than that, this shit right here, just sitting down, chopping this shit up, this real life.
So
There's
even
ways more.
even
Yeah.
if some shit was to come out like Rob Sarver, right? You would even be a fan no more?
Nah, I'm calm.
I'd fall back from the team. I'm not gonna say I wouldn't watch another basketball.
Like even
game.
if he sold the team, got a new owner, you would just completely fall back. Because I know some people who have still remained Commanders fans throughout a lot of this shit. Are they wrong? Are they wrong in that?
Redskins, even down to Commanders and all, even with the
Well, we know that there's a bunch of Washington fans in Charleston.
Yeah.
But I'm asking, are they wrong for still being fans of the team even throughout all this shit?
Well, yeah, honestly, yeah. Yeah, I mean, to me, for me speaking for myself, real life shit is bigger than the sports shit. You know what I mean? And if somebody's going to show me their hand, again, I know you got this draw 4 over here. Let me go ahead and reverse this shit to Mike so that you hit that nigga with that draw 4 and not me. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can see what's in your hand. I can't be naive to this shit.
That team was the Redskins for decades.
Decades, bro.
You know what
and
I'm saying?
and they've been fighting for this name to be removed
I didn't
for
know.
decades.
I didn't know how deep it was. It really used to be like Native Americans at the games protesting.
Protesting.
I didn't know that like growing up. Like I didn't know that.
Yes.
Like this was a thing. Like this, you know what I'm saying? Like
I do know fans of the Commanders who stand strong on kind of like your basis, but it's different because Jim Irsay ain't got no shit that day. But their whole thing is like, bro, I fuck with my team. I don't fuck with Daniel Snyder.
Yeah.
They never liked Daniel Snyder at the gate. So these are fans that might be like 38, pushing 40. Like they never liked them just because of that. The shit that happened heightened it, but they still support their team.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm asking, like, can you not fuck with the owner and still fuck with your team?
Yeah.
Because if you I will say this. If you buying tickets and you buying merch to go to their games, I mean, essentially you are putting money in their pocket. So
100%.
can you just just watch the game?
That's an interesting conversation because like
I feel like that's a question that got to be asked.
even with the Cowboys, it's like that's a legacy team. So it's like a lot of people, even in our age group, like they Cowboys fans is because they parents Cowboys fans.
Of course,
You know what I'm saying?
uncles,
They was
dads.
raised in them houses where it's like, hey, one side of the house Cowboys, other side of the house Redskins or Commanders or whatever. So it's like, it's hard for them to be like, yo, like I just can't do that because they fans of these teams for different reasons. You know what I'm saying? Like they was brought up into this shit. So.
And I know niggas who Cowboys fans. I got friends who I haven't asked them about it
Right.
because I feel like you know what? At the end of the day, I know them as a person.
I
don't feel like their moral compass is compromised if they still
Right.
support the Cowboys because essentially, like I know them niggas and I know where they heart. I know they don't really fuck with Jerry,
Everybody
but they love their
yeah,
team.
that's what I'm saying. Everybody probably not even trying to have that conversation because like man,
Yeah.
I already get sports.
But they're gonna get hit with the hey, this your man's type shit. Yeah.
But a lot of people, sports is just a release, man. Like they not even trying to get into all that other shit. Like they just watch it because that's their release. Like that's it, and they don't the political side of it.
I'll say as much as this. if Jerry Richardson would have still been the owner, it would be hard pressing me to be at a game.
Yeah.
Like, actually get them tickets, actually buy merch. I would be, like I said earlier, I'm not going to fake the funk. I probably still would have been watching Panthers games, but actually, like, giving them money. Because y'all already know me. I ain't go a game for a couple years because it's just of the performance.
Right.
I'll get a lot of, y'all not getting none of my bread for y'all putting this type of product on the field. But with that, it's like, no, I couldn't see myself actually buying tickets knowing that and being in that building knowing that he's still an owner.
Yeah.
Because it was immediate when it happened. Like, when it came out, it was like, oh, shit, he's selling the team. We got Tepper now. So, like, okay, cool.
Yeah, it ain't really been no layover.
It was no layover with the shit. But it's just like, even, like, if you a Suns fan, like, with the whole Rob Sarver shit. Because PayPal made they stance.
Mm-hmm.
PayPal said, hey, if he's still an owner, we're not fucking with y'all.
And it's interesting that PayPal did that because Elon Musk has a lot of ownership in PayPal. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, I thought you was about to say he owned them motherfucker. I'm like, God damn.
No, he do got a lot of say so on PayPal though, for sure. But
so do you feel like that was? So I guess with PayPal, the money didn't mean nothing to them.
it don't. It don't. I think that was more of a PR move for them. But I mean, commends if they did that.
But see, that's the thing. And we continue to see this shit, bro. When you hit these niggas in the pocket, it forces niggas to change.
It forces the change quickly. It does.
You know what I'm saying? We saw this shit with fucking the bus service as blacks. We boycotted the bus service.
Right.
And what happened? We got our fucking rights for the bus. You know what I mean? Like, just a little shit, like simple stuff like that trickle back so far to move forward to today. And it's still the same concept. You hit these niggas in the pocket, it forces change. As niggas hit Jerry Jones, but they're not. He's beloved in America. It's the America's team. Everybody loves. That's the thing. Like to sweep this shit under the rug.
Built a brand on it being that.
Yes,
So,
the America's team.
Yeah.
It's tough. What is Dallas without Jerry Jones? Do you know what I'm saying?
We should got Jordan on this episode to talk about this shit. To be honest, because he loves Dallas, and I would have loved to get his opinion on the whole shit. Because regardless, he gonna fuck with the Cowboys. I already know that. That's why I say I know some people who Cowboys fans, but they fuck with their team. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to present that question because a lot of people might have the stance like Drew has, like, nah, bro, like I can't.
Yeah, and I mean, and people might say that
I ain't gonna hold you though, bro. Like, it probably would take me some years to transition my love for another team. I'm being honest, like it would take me some time. It would take me time to look on Sundays, root for. Let me throw a team out there, the Titans.
Yeah.
It would take me years to transition my love from the Panthers to the Titans, bro. It would.
Yeah. I agree with you, bro. I agree with you.
I mean, I fuck with Green Bay, so that's why I watch all Green Bay games anyways. Of course, my best friend.
Yeah, like you basically Green Bay by default.
Facts. Yeah. So it's like that's an easy transition for me, but it's still one of those things. Like, I'm not too emotionally driven by this NFL shit because I'm just
talking about the fan aspect. Yeah.
But just I mean, people might say, yo, I might be too emotional to say fuck this shit, but for me and my morals, it speaks higher than this football.
Yeah.
You know I mean,
of course.
Again, if you're going to impress my people, I can't fuck with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you've showed me your colors, brother. I would never root for a Dallas fan or a Dallas game. I hope they lose the rest of their season. I hope they never win a Super Bowl.
I never liked their ass. Anyway.
On the strength of Jerry Jones. It ain't nothing against Zeke. It ain't nothing against Dak. It's your fucking owner.
Now, see, this is crazy because me and my mom talked about this because she's a lifelong Cowboys fan. You know what I'm saying?
I was about to ask you that too.
And her thing is, she still liked the team because, you know, she done. It's the time aspect for her. It's like, damn, she done been here this whole time. It's like. She has other teams that she does watch and other players that she do like in the league. But her whole thing is like she can't fully support because she got Cowboys jerseys. So she was like, she's not wearing them until something happened with Jerry Jones. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's like the amount of time that she put in is going to be, it's kind of hard for her to be like, I'm not a Cowboys fan no more.
Yeah, that's understandable. Like, though, if you line up 10 people, 8 of them probably Dallas fans.
Especially here.
Like those are you know, we got primary colors. Yeah. You got prime Washington, Pittsburgh, Dallas.
Yeah. The
fourth is 49ers.
Them the 4 major teams in Charleston, bro. They have clubs dedicated to them teams.
I think those are the 4 main teams amongst black people, period.
Oh, yeah, for sure. 49ers and Cowboys top 2.
Got to be, because it's like they just have so much, success, and then just those are the marquee teams, bro. If you line up 10 people, those out of the 10, those would probably be the most. You'd be hard pressed to find another one, but
They deep.
It's deep, and like I said, my mind is made up on Jerry Jones. Me personally,
yeah.
My mind made up, and that was just based off the whole Colin Kaepernick
Like, when I had the
shit.
conversation with my mom, she was like, it was the Colin Kaepernick shit for her. She was like, man, that really put a sour taste
That's
in
what
my
I'm
mouth.
saying.
Like,
the picture shouldn't really be
the picture. I haven't spoken to her about the picture yet. You know what I'm saying? I haven't had a chance to really. We talked this week, but I haven't really talked to her about the picture shit.
But the people that I've spoken to so far about this whole picture, they go back to that. They've been like, Mike, I ain't surprised. The Colin Kaepernick
the
shit.
Kaepernick shit put a real sour taste.
They put a
in my
sour
mouth about that shit.
taste in
Like,
people's mouth.
She was like, that shit wasn't right. Like, that shit wasn't right. Like, she really started like kind of falling back then. So it's like, I don't know. That shit crazy, man.
Stephen A. out of pocket for that shit,
he
bro.
was
I would have to go back and see it now and actually see what he said, because that shit is just, it don't make no sense. For it to be, people have a right to have the reservations they have about Jerry Jones. That's just based off of him. And they ain't because of nobody else, because of him.
Y'all trying to cancel Jerry Jones. I was like, bro, what?
But here's the thing, though. When they talk about getting canceled, right? At the end of the day, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Jerry Jones ain't. I mean, well, first of all, he ain't on no Rob Sarv type time and none of that. So he ain't gonna get to a point where they gonna have to sell his team, because for one, he's too deep. He's not super enough to do that. Yeah. But at the same time, too, that whole situation, like your mom said, that put a sour taste in a lot of people's mouth, bro. Yeah. That was the only dude. But to me, that's probably about 90% of the owners.
Oh, for sure.
Probably about 90% of y'all feel that way.
For sure.
Because if we get to a point now where there's going to come a point in time, because time does go on, that, a lot of them are going to be out of here soon. That just is what it is due to the age. So you might have a new wave of white people who don't align themselves with their beliefs. Will it always be here? In my opinion, yeah. But I think that the bulk of them is getting weeded out. Yeah. Because you got to think, 57. All right, so let's think about the 60s, 70s, and 80s. They're in their prime as adults, impacting most of this shit. They're starting to weed their way out. So that's why I say that the only ones that I can really is the millennials, probably. Millennials and after, and Z.
So you think we'll get to a point where we do have...
it would be... What's after Z? What's the generation after Z? It would have to be the generation after Z.
So we coming to a point where we might have more progressive, like, team owners coming up soon, or?
Oh, hell no. This is... Progressive team owners wouldn't be until...
That's what I'm saying.
The owners would be...
That gotta be like...
Millennials and Z.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So when we're in our 70s and 80s...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's still gonna be a while.
It's gonna be a while.
Yeah.
And then for it to be like a complete... We're probably talking generation after... Maybe one or two after this Gen Z. Yeah. So like my nephew, he was born 2015. So what generation is that? He's part of Z?
That gotta be Z.
So he's part of Z, the generation after him.
Yeah. Well, my daughter, that'd be the same thing. My daughter's 24.
So after their generation. But I think it would you'll probably see maybe a big shift with them.
I wouldn't argue that.
But when we're in our 70s and 80s becoming owners of teams, a lot of that's still going to be in there. But I think it started with us as far as a transition, maybe. Maybe. We would just have to wait and see, but it's no time soon, bro.
That's the thing.
Because you got to think the owners who 70, 80, they passing that on to their kids.
Yeah.
And so that's our parents' generation.
The people who got the teams now, those are family businesses. Like those not.
That's what I'm saying.
Like the Bus family. You know what I'm saying? Like them shit not going nowhere. The Kraft family. When Robert passed, that's not just going. It's not about to be a confusion.
And that's what I'm saying. But how many of them have the moral compass like the Bus family?
Yeah.
Who don't got no history of that shit? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's small.
Yeah.
It's small. It's very small.
Yeah. So Le'Veon Bell said on the 26th, he said, "I've grown to realize Stephen A. Smith is basically Uncle Ruckus."
Oh, him and T.O. basically tag team on that.
He said, "Let me tag him for us."
Yeah, let me tag him for us. Yeah.
Yeah, see? I mean, niggas really know, like, yo, bruv, like, this is insane. Mm-hmm. This is insane. And these are niggas that, have gripes out against Stephen A. It's just a fucking principle thing.
Yeah.
He don't stand on shit.
his actions are putting him.
He thought he was doing
in
something
there.
last week with the Kyrie shit though. He thought he was.
Cool name.
But see, even with the Kyrie shit, it was like at the beginning, him, Shannon Sharp. That's why I say it was a Twilight Zone because Jason Whitlock was the only one who got it right. Mm-hmm. It seemed like to me.
And for Stephen A, not for nothing, like you spent years coming at Kyrie and now you wanted to turn over a new leaf. Like I wasn't buying that.
But honestly, like, it sucks, dog, because I rooted for that nigga when he got his bag. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was, great to see that shit.
I never hated on him, but I never really fucked with it. Like,
but it's just
all right.
still, like, ever since he got that bag, bruv, you've done nothing but tear down and bounce around off of crazy ideas.
And then you want to cry us about you feel you overworked or some shit. I think he did say something along them lines. I'm like, bro, we don't care.
He said he still feel like he underpaid,
like,
but
we don't care, bro.
I mean, you got to negotiate that. That ain't got nothing to do with us.
You went and signed that. You signed that, brother.
Because if you getting 10 to 12 and you doing NBA countdown, you doing NFL, you doing first take, you doing radio shit. Like, bro, you should be fairly compensated, but you got to negotiate that.
Yeah, you did that.
You talk about that all the time with players. You don't get what you deserve. You get what you negotiate.
You get what you negotiate. You did that.
I don't know. I just feel like with a lot of us, I think a lot of us had that mindset too of, I see a lot of that from the older cats though, to be honest. The ones who was born like 60s and back, they have this mindset as to where they like just be on. Like, I don't understand it, to be honest. But you show your hand. That's why people look at you the way that they look at you.
Right. It's like you said, man. It's justified that we as a people have reservations about people, and we gotta go off historical events, bro. Like the segregation movement. That's a historical event. So you being there, and you combine that with like some of your present actions, bro. Like we gonna have some reservations about you, bro. Like that's fair. That's got to be fair. Like you got to take that.
Like, literally.
You got to take that. Like you got to.
It's like with the Joe Biden shit, bro. Like if Joe Biden said what he said in the 80s about black people and all this, and he's a grown adult at that time too.
He was a senator then.
So what makes me think that it's
that was
convenient?
the 90s that he said that. That was yeah.
So what makes it? What reason do I have to believe that man changed?
I think we're not too far from him having a meltdown where he forget he the president, and he say some shit.
But you have a lot of black people who believe that white people can change.
Hey man, Umar says he already said what he said about them type of black people. We're not gonna be able to save. Malcolm X says something along the same line. We're not gonna be able to save everybody.
He just got verified yesterday too.
Who, Umar?
Yeah.
Shout out to Umar, man.
He's got verified. He posted it.
They tried to cancel him over his views on reparations, but I get what he was saying.
So that's why he wasn't on Instagram for all that time?
I don't know if that was the reason, but I saw there was some talks around his name. They was saying
shit. That was a perfect layout.
They were saying he anti reparations.
No, he's not.
He's not though. Like
he's not. He had a great plan actually.
He got a great plan. He had a great plan too. What I think would happen with the reparations talk, it's a lot of emotions attached to it, rightfully so, because it is something that we're owed. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, for the most part,
it's going to be a hard pill to swallow between, African Americans being owed reparations versus other black people who might not have been here.
Right.
And I think that's going to be a tough pill to swallow amongst us as a people.
I mean,
and that's more division though.
Yeah, I get it.
But do you feel like it's worth it? You feel a reparation is worth the division?
I feel
getting the reparations.
Yeah, it kind of got to happen because when we get enriched, we can help everybody else get their proper reparations. Like it's more than just us being owed in America. Like a foreigner who came from somewhere that was oppressed, they owe reparations from where they came from.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like I think it's a trickle down effect. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. It's more complex than that, but to simplify my thoughts, that's what it is. Because who's to say that this person came from? I'm just saying they can come from anywhere where they were oppressed, where their people were oppressed. They're owed reparations from that place. Like I asked you about the Haiti shit. Like we shouldn't, as Black Americans, I shouldn't have to split my reparations.
France should cut them.
France should cut them a check for their oppression.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like
that's fair. I feel you on that. I think a lot of us pick and choose when we want to be unified.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of us, for the most part, I think we are together. I think the narrative that we aren't together is a false one. I think a lot of us,
the unity is there. It's just
the unity, but there, I think it's spots.
It's spots, yeah.
It's spots. It's spots.
Because the unity is there. It's like, all right, we all know that, hey, like this shit wrong. We owed some shit. Now, it's different. It's just barriers set on who believes in what, and you know what I'm saying. Like the moral compass of each group, their beliefs. Because we all in agreement that we're owed something. But it's who do we direct that to who owes us that? And I feel like Black Americans, we know who owe us. Now a foreigner black, they don't know who they might need more education on who exactly owes them. And I think that's what it is. Like an immigrant black, like he might feel like he's owed reparations here, but that might not be the case. Like you owe reparations from where you come from.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's where the education comes.
I feel you, but yeah, just to wrap it up, yeah, Jerry, I ain't really moved, bro. Like, whatever your explanation is, hey, you can take that somewhere else. You already showed me your hand, so that's what I said. The picture ain't really changing my mind. Your explanation ain't changing my mind, and that's just what it is. And again, respect to all the former players who may have good things to say about you, but y'all provided a service for that man, so. Yeah. Of course, y'all would have great things. Yeah. Y'all benefited from each other. I would expect the owner to do that, but let's get into this Saweetie shit, man. So, Saweetie sold 2K of her album, and a lot of people had things to say about it.
Physical copies of the album, 2000. Was it 2000 or yeah?
It was 2000. It was definitely 2000. Matter of fact, let me just go to the chat because it's in there. I'll pull it up. It was a lot of people who had something to say about it. Sony Digital said 13 million followers, hundreds of thousands likes on all pictures, but album sold less than 2,000 copies. That's crazy. The math ain't mathing.
He's not hating. That's Sony Digital.
I see this thing going around of like certain women trying to say, oh, y'all on her dick. No, a spade is a spade. Somebody of her stature should not be. Okay, here's a couple of tweets that are facts. When Jermaine Dupri said that the female rapper scene was oversaturated, y'all curse him out. Now the most popular ones can't sell 5K copies. All these female artists are personalities, not musicians. 13 million followers on Instagram. You couldn't get more than 0.015% of those people to buy it.
That's crazy.
Same exact category as Megan and the City Girls. Then this is a tweet. Saweetie's entitled to do whatever she wants on her Twitter, but she retweeted somebody that said, damn, I didn't know it was only two. Well, her original tweet was, she said, I make music for pretty bitches. If you can't relate, I understand. So this nigga says, damn, I didn't know it was only 2,000 pretty bitches in the world. She retweeted his Spotify that only had one monthly listener. And everybody, it gave her a little moral victory.
Mm-hmm. She tried to bully that man because she was getting bullied.
Here's my thing, bro. Like, Saweetie's a beautiful woman. I don't feel she's a talented artist. I do not. Do I feel like she's capable of being better? Yes, if she puts in the work. She's not talented to me, bro. She's just not. And I listen to her music. She doesn't have nothing that makes her stands out as an artist. There's nothing that. To me, she screams more influencer than anything.
To me, musically, her ceiling is like. I'll make sure I say this right. Her music, to me, the ceiling for it is like being on like HBO shows, like Issa Rae shows.
I can see her as a good actor. I can.
No, I mean like her music being like in the backdrop of them scenes and shit like that. Like when they play like, Issa Rae like they're like the city like when they play music.
Damn.
Yeah, that's what. Not even trying to be funny. Like that's just. I don't see her music really doing that. Like the Icy song, that when you say she's an influencer, that was like the Icy was an Instagram song at first. Mm-hmm. That's a fact.
Yeah, but she doesn't scream to me. I love this craft.
It's something to do.
I think it was just something to do.
The Icy shit took off. You know what I'm saying?
See, like the difference between her and Meg, technically, yes, they're in the same category,
Meg
but
can
I
rap.
hold Meg in a way higher regard than I do Saweetie.
Meg can
Meg
rap.
can actually rap.
She can rap.
So I maybe in contrary to popular belief, y'all listen to this show. If you're a new listener or a long time listener, I'm not big on the numbers. I just call them what they are.
They call him
We
Meg
asked
icon.
this. When did we start having this conversation? Like 18?
They call him Mega Icon, and she can't move 100,000.
Like we was asking this about Instagram a while back about how can you have X amount of followers and not sell this?
Mm-hmm.
So we're consistent in this conversation. It has to be asked.
You can't put an icon tag on these people when they not the numbers don't translate to icon.
And then she said about women running rap. How? In what space? Maybe on Instagram. But you can't be in music if you're not garnering them type of listen. I'm not saying that you got to be like selling 3, 4, 5 million.
Nah.
But at a certain point, it's like 2,000.
If you say women running rap, then it has to be a circle of y'all.
Where's the metric?
It gotta translate. Like the women that you say running rap, the numbers gotta be there because there's only 2 of them really that can run rap. So it's like I don't know, man. And then they make it hard to speak on this shit because they try to make you look a certain way when you speak on this, and it's never that. It's especially with me.
What can she do? Because to me, I don't think no amount of promo, no amount of push can compensate for the lack of talent.
I saw Hitmaker
Because the songs are just not good, bro.
The songs weren't good because Hitmaker spoke to that. He was like, it was a failure all around as a team. Like the A&Rs, her A&Rs, whoever was helping her over the song, they didn't help her pick good songs. They didn't help her write good songs. So like it was a failure all around. They tried to roast him for that, and he was right. When you're at her stature, at 13 million followers, she should have a better effort as a team around her. This is different now. You know what I'm saying? She got a big ass following. Mm-hmm. It should translate to more than 2,000 sales. And not even to be biased, I listened to this project. It's just not good. It's not.
Here we go. I want to play a clip. She said, Saweetie thinks women are running rap right now because male rap has become so disrespectful and violent.
Yeah.
This shit kind of buffer. Matter of fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send this shit to you because my service be acting up in here. And you could just play it. You could play it. But, the shit funny to me, man. I just don't understand it. I don't understand it, to be honest, dog. Like if she puts in the work, I feel like she could, because you know that saying that
I got it.
Like the turn in like the city, just kind of like things getting a little crazier out here. I mean, I think it's getting publicized a lot. Like there's always been shit happening in LA, obviously, but it feels like just like.
I mean, LA and other cities, it just goes to show that this is the reason why women is running, rap and hip hop, because there's just so much violence and disrespect in the male music. You gotta think, like, remember when, what was that, like 16, 17? Remember when like YG, Tyga, Chris was out? It was like fun. Big Sean. It was fun party. Right. T-Fly.
Yeah.
But it was like fun party music. It wasn't like I'm gonna do this to you and this,
Right.
So it's like I feel like we gotta raise the vibration with the music and get back to having a good time.
Yeah. Have you noticed like the turn?
I don't know what she talking about. She must be talking about for where she was at, because that shit been in rap.
I think she was speaking more like on the West Coast.
Gotta be, because I mean, even then, still no, that shit was still going on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, sorry, can't get with that one. But I think she needs to be more honed in on her craft, if anything.
Those songs were they not good songs. They not. And that was a team effort, because she's supposed to have a better team helping her put these projects together. I mean, Meg do. I mean, we could talk. We might feel like you feel about her music, but she's not dropping shit like that.
No, and her last album was actually pretty good.
So like that's what I'm saying. Like we.
So her thing is more so on her team aspect, because I don't think Meg's talent is the issue here.
Oh no.
And to be honest, I think a lot of y'all have to look at your fan base and really ask yourself, why do they fuck with me? Because at the end of the day, you can't change a fan's perspective of you. You can't. And I think a lot of them just like them for their looks and their life. They want to know what's going on in your life. I don't think they give a fuck about y'all music, respectfully.
I think Love and Hip Hop kind of did that though. They laid it down for it was like, hey, we just looking at it from a personality standpoint. You can say that reality TV kind of did that, but
you right.
I do agree with you. Like, you know,
but I give Meg a little bit more grace because of her talent.
Yeah, she got talent. Her talent level is.
But I think that most of her fan base just fuck with her because of her looks, and I think a lot of Saweetie fan base fuck with her because of her looks. I don't think they care about the music, bro. I don't. The numbers speak for themselves, bro.
Why? But I mean, I think I asked that before in here, but like that's the music is the main hustle though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Meg has parlayed it into like, you know, the Popeye shit and all kind of other shit, but it's like, you know, we can't be. She got Time magazine off of what, for being a rapper, right? She you know, they've been teasing the icon tag on her.
That's plant status.
Okay, so now that's a different conversation.
That's plant status.
So now we gotta really.
I'm not saying she is because she has talent.
No, but
the process is screaming plant.
No, and that's what I'm saying. It's like, they're
trying to force something.
So now y'all trying to force something now, and you can't do that because
you can't even get the sales.
And this is probably the easiest area to get sales. I just was saying this, like the streaming era, like it's kind of like, I mean, kind of like the steroid era. Like you kind of have no choice but to go crazy if you got these type of followings. If you got 13 million followers, your stream should be up. I'm sorry, like there's no. I'm not. No, I'm just nah.
I agree.
13 million followers, 2,000. Nah, I'm not going for that.
Her team shouldn't go for that.
That was I don't know what label she signed to, but they need to really look at that.
But what do you think is the problem with, like, the Meg selling this, Saweetie selling this?
My problem with the Meg selling is like you said, they're forcing something, but it's like you can't force her to be an icon if she don't got that. She don't got that impact.
I think it's just social media impact, man.
But that's not you can't be a musical icon of social media success.
I agree.
Like
that's why I think they have to sit back and analyze.
They're trying to blur the lines here, and that's where you're fucking up. Like you cannot be a musical icon. Like when they say Nicki Minaj a female rap icon,
there's shit to back that up.
We might not agree with the shit that she got going on now, but she's laid a solid foundation to be a musical icon.
She has the talent.
She got the talent.
She got the discography.
She's a total package.
She's a total package.
Meg, she has the talent. She got the look. The numbers aren't there to be a musical icon. If y'all want to say she's a huge.
I don't even think she's talking about superstar.
I mean, superstars still do a little bit more than.
That's what I'm saying. They do a little bit more than that. That's what I'm
saying.
Levels.
Like, it's levels to this shit, and it's like are we forcing something because y'all like this person, and not trying to keep it real?
That's what I'm saying. They invested in the life.
They make
not
it
the music.
They make it so hard because even us having this conversation, somebody can clip this up like, man, these niggas some misogynistic ass pigs.
They ain't gonna get no burn. But yes, you're right.
But they could do that. That's how nasty it's gotten. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like you can, from just asking these questions, is like, I mean, is this person really an icon or a superstar? Like, are we throwing around these terms so loosely now?
Oh, you already know how I feel about that. Yes, because it's like, they do it in sports too.
It's like, come on, man.
They do it in sports too.
Like, come on.
They do it way too soon, bruh. Not because you got it popping on IG. No, IG done skewed the mindset. They done skewed the mindset because, like I said, with Nicki Minaj, bro, we talking about, on the come up DVDs. Dropping the Playtime Is Over mixtape. Dropping the Beat Me Up the Scotty mixtape. Yes, okay, Pink Friday comes. Okay, then Roman's Revenge. And then Pink Print. Like, by that time, she really established herself. But guess what? She didn't get it out the gate like that. She worked for it.
She grinded for that.
She grinded for it. And I think it has really skewed the mindset of...
I think they're looking at it because, like
you said, can't do what Nicki do.
Yeah, I feel like, this is like a detriment to us being in a microwave type economy as far as music and how we ingest entertainment and shit like that. Now it's like when we do see somebody that we feel supposed to be on that level, we want to push it to the front and make them that. And
it take time.
Not for nothing, Meg still got some years to put in before she's an icon, bro. Like,
100%.
you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Saweetie caught one with that Icy song, and they've been trying to, you know, do something with her, and it's just not. It ain't caught yet.
You remember when you said it takes 10 years to be looked at as an overnight sensation?
Yeah,
that's what I look at when I look at certain. Like, look at Lil Kim. It took Lil Kim didn't come out the gates like that. That's what I'm saying. When you talk about the most successful female rappers of all time, the MC Lyte, the Lil Kim, Nicki Minaj, and all that, like, that took time. They didn't come out the gates and had. Now, Nicki Minaj in 2009 started getting the notoriety as far as establishing her fan base and her supporters. Yes, but in terms of getting to where she really had to put the work in, bruh. Mm-hmm. And I promise you, because it's funny, because when I was talking about when I had the tweets about Nicki Minaj, and maybe if I would have put it in the thread, it would have been looked at as better, but they were back-to-back tweets, and people made it seem like I was a stan, and I'm not a stan. I was calling a spade a spade. I honestly feel like the BET Awards hold more weight than the Grammys for Nicki. She has a gripe with them, but at the same time, too, bro, look at the success you done had. Mm-hmm. Look at the impact you done had. That's not me being a stan. It's calling a spade. Has Nicki always put out good music? No. That Queen era, she handled that very badly, and I was vocal about that. But I can never take away her talent, for one, because she has the talent.
By the Queen album, she's already been
established. That's what I'm saying. It was at that point, it's like, yeah. But when I look at a lot of these women rappers now, ain't too many of them from a talent standpoint rapping like her. But I think you can have the ability to.
Yeah.
You just have to be able to put in the work.
And you, at the end of the day, like, you still got a star gonna be a star, bro.
That's how I feel too.
Like, a star's still a star.
I think when I first seen Nicki Minaj come onto the scene, in 2009, I said to myself, it's on her to fumble this.
It's on her, because
it's on her to fumble this.
To me,
because the fan base was rising.
Because I already seen her doing more than a lot of female rappers were doing back then. She was just doing it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, not to slight anybody, but it's like she already was ahead of the curve.
I think Saweetie and maybe somewhat Meg took the social media presence for granted, or they underestimated why most of their fans fuck with them.
No, it's not that. It's they lean too heavily on that. They lean too much on social media.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And not the craft. The craft. Yeah. Because that's what the shit all comes down to. If Saweetie was more invested in her craft, we're not talking about her selling 2,000 records. You know why? She wouldn't have sold 2,000. Mm-hmm. Not with 13 million followers. I'm not buying that.
Yeah.
Because my whole thing is, even if you just using it as a segue to other things, that's fine. That's cool. Nobody said that you got to stay in this shit.
You still need to have a certain level of commitment to the craft.
You got to have a certain level of commitment to the craft, bro. You do.
But, I mean,
if this is not your long-term thing, that's fine. Because we see Cardi B. Cardi B has taken music and she got different avenues pumping going on and shit like that. But I see her pop out, do guest verses and shit.
And she's still killing. She still hold her own.
But do you really think, like, because, I mean, people buy followers every day, B. So it's like, of those millions of followers, did she buy any of that? Because the record...
That's a thing, too, because as great as you brought that up, because I forget the label, but they under fire for
botting up
video views and comments.
I just was about to ask you about that.
It was Roddy Ricch. It's a label that all.
So
these
what exactly are they doing?
They bought it comments and views on these videos. Yeah, if you look at the comments, you can tell what are bot comments, like, oh, like shit is just there just to be there, like bunch of emojis and dumb shit, like, you know what I'm saying?
That engagement pushes that shit to your Explorer page.
So they're doing it for the engagement.
That shit don't translate to sales.
And that's where you see
you know what I'm saying?
You can't make somebody go buy that shit.
You can't make a bot go buy an album.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if you are, you using your money.
Yeah. Now, you can't make a bot manipulate streams, but when it comes down to them sales,
you
that's
can't
different.
fake the fucking sales. I'm sorry, you can't.
A bot can't go on my phone and make me buy an album.
Facts.
So
and just to say, just in hindsight, because this shit just popped up. All I Want for Christmas by Mariah Carey makes $2.5 million every year since this song has came out, she
Yeah.
racked up $72 million
And that song came out 95.
That was like 94, 95. Yeah.
off of one song alone.
Yeah.
You can't bot this shit.
You
bro.
can't bot
You
that.
see what I'm saying?
It's to the point now. She fully
Like we
plays
said
into
last
it
week,
now.
you can't bot 70 million people
Yeah.
buying Thriller.
At all.
You can't. That's
At
the
all.
most selling album
Listen,
of all time of any
listen,
genre.
Mariah Carey, she's so into that now. Like when they had a commercial, she was on like a workout bike. This was a Halloween commercial, and it was her in a witch costume. She was on the shit. She's already singing all I Want for Christmas, like getting ready for
It's a play. It's, a
play
unique
now.
play.
And she's like, I was in the store the other day. Like she's really into, like she got merch and all around the shit and all. Like
be mad at that.
I ain't mad at it. She got Mariah Carey candles, like Christmas candles and shit. Like
Here's my thing.
you can't bot shit like that. That's what I'm saying. Like, but at the same time, Mariah Carey's already solidified. You know what I'm saying?
facts.
Like,
but here's my thing. Even if you don't have the talent, because we see this with sports all the time. You know, Justin Jefferson was a 2-star recruit.
yeah.
You know what that told me?
AB wasn't highly recruited.
You know what
either.
that told me?
Yeah.
Hard work.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, hard work can beat talent when talent
Yeah.
don't work hard enough. So you can have the most talented 5-star player, but if he don't want to put onus on his craft, you know what? That
Yeah.
2-star recruit gonna lap you.
That's how I look at Tierra Whack in female rap. People fuck with her now. I'm not trying to say she don't
She's
get
a
her
very dope rapper.
very dope rapper. She got to me, she got the look. She's got her own swag. She can rap circles around.
If she had to push like the rest of them
on
did,
a good day, she's a better rapper than Meg, bro. On some real shit.
I wouldn't argue that.
On
It's
some
close,
real
I
shit.
think.
It's just that she don't put herself out there like these other girls do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just what it look. That's where the 2-star recruit shit coming at to me, because she not showing her ass. She don't got to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like,
And I feel like with Meg, it's like that could have just been icing on the cake.
yeah,
But the persona should have been the rapper.
it kind of overshadowed her true talent.
Bro, what I said when I first heard Meg rap, I was like, bro,
No, she
the
kills it.
swagger,
Yeah,
the confidence.
but you
all
know,
that factors into being a dope
her
rapper.
sex appeal back then was she wasn't doing too much with.
No, she wasn't.
She
It
wasn't.
It was just. It was natural.
It was how she carried herself. Like, oh, okay, like I fuck with that shit. You know what I'm saying? But
It just oozed off naturally.
it's kind of now. It's like we getting to a point where it's like, I mean, I still respect her as a rapper now. Like,
I see it happening with Ice Spice a little bit.
Yeah, but it's with Ice Spice. It's like,
I think it's more a gimmick with her.
Yeah.
I don't think she really care about making rap like a long-term thing. And I'm not saying that they should, but you can just tell the ones who really care about the fucking craft.
About the craft, yeah. Like they asked Remy Ma about this shit. Like they were saying like, how does she feel about like, you know, a lot of the female rappers is like nowadays, like I said, like how Icy got on, like that was like an Instagram song, like a TikTok type song.
Yeah.
And they was asking how does she feel about that versus Remy coming up, like her.
Definitely harder then. It was harder.
It was harder then, but Remy was like, you know, I mean, that's just what it is. Like the game evolved, like you know what I'm saying, like it evolved. But she didn't say this per se, but I always gonna say like, you still gotta have a commitment to the craft if you're gonna, you know, because if you're gonna use music as a building block, you gotta have a solid building block. You can't bounce to this avenue. You can't tell me that you're gonna lapse the rap game selling 2,000 records. That don't happen.
Yeah.
Like Remy Ma put in the effort and time. So if she don't want to rap, she just want to do acting, modeling, or whatever.
Yeah,
she got a
put in the
solid
time.
rap resume.
Yeah, she do.
You know what I'm saying?
She do.
It don't like that. Just don't. I don't see that translating for Saweetie. It might because you know she's so ahead on the social media curve with 13 million followers and stuff like that. But like Drew said, we don't know if all of them even real.
The label could be pushing that.
What's
too.
real and what's not these days when it comes to like social
can't
media
tell.
presences? What is? So it's like it is what it is.
Dog, you know what I
Them
find?
sales
It's-
ain't gonna lie. Sales just ain't 2K, bruh. That's mad.
even with the Instagram likes and engagement, because if they're doing it on videos on YouTube, I can see that being on Instagram with the comments and the likes.
Yeah.
There's been times where I seen somebody with 14K followers and
Don't
they
even-
might get like 10 likes on a picture.
Yeah. I see that all. Oh, it's a few niggas. It's a few niggas
But
that.
Pete, there's people with hundreds of followers, like myself, hundreds of
Yeah.
followers. I know somebody else who probably got like 400 followers. They likes might average in between the 80 to 100.
Yeah.
I know people with 14K who can't get 10.
That's a clear sign of what's going on.
Like, what's
Yes,
really
sir.
going on here?
yeah,
To do anything for clout.
yeah, man.
The shit wild to me, and we understand the algorithm of the game is all fucked up on Instagram. True. But there's a lot of y'all out here buying the followers, buying the engagement. You know, you got the subscriber shit now on Instagram. Bro,
I ain't subscribing to your shit, man.
knock it off, bruh. Like, how many ways are Instagram going to integrate this shit? What more could you want?
They doing too much.
They doing way too much.
Man.
Like, you know, when you can hit the top of the Instagram page and go to following, that should be the main timeline.
It was for a long time. Then they did those other
The
shit.
Instagram should be the one that we can go over and click to, and
I think,
y'all got all
I
this
think
shit
what's
going
going on right now, as far as just social media overall, because if you look at any app, it's kind of catered to around that. Like the whole like.
I see more suggested posts than I see the main
it's
timeline
that
now.
it's the ads. Like it's an ad under every tweet now. If you go on any thread, it's
Oh
an
my
ad.
god, the ads are getting
But it's
ridiculous
like,
in the threads.
I think overall, like what it's trying to steer the user and the consumer towards making content. Like they want more reels. They want more videos. The pictures don't mean shit to them.
Where's the balance though?
I mean, that's they.
And I'm
agree.
not, trust me, I'm not complaining. I understand it, but where's the balance?
Yeah, it's no balance. It's not realistic to expect the average user to want to make a reel every day.
Cause
To have their shit seen at least.
thank you, bruh. That's the thing. Like you know the sound bite that's going around that's saying on reels. You know, Instagram says I gotta make a reel in order to.
Like, that sounds kind of depressing.
It
I gotta
does.
make a reel every fucking day.
No, I'm sorry, bro. I can't get with that. Even with, and I understand you with the podcast shit. I understand it. Trust
A
me. I do,
podcast
but
shouldn't have to upload a reel every day.
every day.
Every day, bro. Come on, bro.
where's
bro.
the time to actually to digest?
You're not even digesting the last reel from yesterday because I gotta upload a reel every day just so you can see my reel from yesterday and this one.
Right.
And then tomorrow I gotta upload another one so you can catch up to the one I just dropped today. Like it's nasty. It's nasty.
Some of this shit gotta be organic, and you actually get to see who really got the organic following too as well with this shit.
Yeah.
But to get to a point where Instagram is just a reel every day.
That's nasty.
This crazy that I see more suggest. I don't even gotta follow these people no more. You pop up on my suggestion post because what they do is they clear. Oh, you've already caught up. You know they give you the check mark. Oh, you
Yeah.
cleared up on. You
Yeah.
caught up on your
Yeah,
timeline.
you caught up. You're caught
now
up.
you just see nothing but suggested. But guess what? Technically, I ain't caught up because I ain't seen my man's post from 2 days ago
Yeah.
yet. I still ain't seen that post.
Whole time he like, damn, ain't nobody seeing my shit. Nah, I trying to see your shit. Is I gotta get through all this fluff.
Or I gotta hit over on the following tab to do that.
Yeah, like this shit it's nasty what they doing, bro. Like it really is. Like it really is.
Sunny Digital asks a fair question though.
Yeah, Sonny and Hitmaker said some fair points. Like I wasn't mad at neither one. If Sonny got no reason to hate on Saweetie of all people, like let's be real.
Don't do that.
That's a platinum.
It's
selling
Sweetie.
producer.
A bunch of people ask you them quotes. It's only 2,000 bitches pretty bitches in the world now.
Yeah, you.
I saw what you did with that.
You picked that man.
You picked
with
on that.
one-
You picked
Now
up
I ain't
that
gonna.
man.
Now I'm gonna shoot him some bell. Now 1 monthly listener as a rapper, that's crazy.
Yes,
That's crazy. But
Well,
you
that's
you
how
know
that
she did.
told me she was scrolling through them quotes.
Your
bruh.
your team helped you on that one though. It was,
Exactly.
get this nigga. He
Get
only got
this
one.
nigga.
Yeah. I see. You picked
Like,
the
come
easy.
on, Drew. Let's be real, bro.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro. You picked the.
Yeah. That was the low hanging, most ripe fruit. You went for that one. I saw it now. Her team helped her on that one.
She did.
Facts. Hey, yo, good.
But
Frank, get this nigga.
but one listener, like bruh need to go get he need to go drive truck.
But here's
somewhere.
the thing, Mo. He might be. We
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
That's the thing that she
Yeah.
got it fucked up.
Yeah.
That let me know that she was scrolling the quotes,
Yeah.
picking, going page by page to
Yeah.
see who can I pick on.
Uh-huh.
How do I don't know that man ain't getting money?
Yeah.
How we don't know that man already hung it up?
That's never my argument. I don't
Yeah,
know,
you
I
get
don't
what I'm
know
saying?
bruh personal life. I don't know bruh personal life. Shout out to bruh.
Because you know what I noticed too? Because shout out to Cooley. This happens to Cooley all the time. If he got a tweet that go crazy and people get to talking shit, they go to his Spotify
They go to
shit.
Spotify. Oh, they play that card.
They
on
be
him?
trying to play him, but they don't know that Cooley really getting money though.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. With the social media shit is you only gonna see what people want you to see anyway. That's not on Cooley to let you know that he getting money outside
Exactly.
outside of music. It's if you want to pick at that,
You
then
don't have
cool.
to prove nothing.
If you want to pick at that, then
Yeah.
cool. But that just lets you know, like you only doing that because you don't agree. His tweet hurt you in some way.
Because I'm not a fan of Roddy Ricch showing that he get $500K a show. I'm not a fan of him showing that.
Right.
Like actually in the writing the details.
You don't gotta show us that.
Why you got who you got to prove
I mean,
that
he
to?
said if you listen to his music, he tell you like, "Hey, I'm getting money on these songs." You don't gotta show me that.
But a lot of people do that, and I get it. I understand it. Yes, like if you talk to me about what I saw,
Yeah. Now, Roddy been kind of
1 monthly listener is wild. I say it. Yes,
that's
it is
crazy.
wild.
That's crazy. That's
But
crazy.
There is Mo. There was literally hundreds of the same.
Yeah, it
tweet.
was. I saw that. I was like, oh, okay. Cause that's what I was like, all right, 1 month. That is crazy. But I see what you did there. I see what you did there.
Mm-hmm.
I see what you did.
I make music for the pretty bitches. You can't relate. Well,
A lot of pretty bitches ain't relating to that.
I hope they run that nigga streams up now. Just because she came from the man.
I actually should have gave the man a stream. To be honest with you, I might go do that today.
Get that. I hope they run that shit.
I don't even know what his music hitting on.
Yeah.
I might give him.
Yeah, share that shit to me, man. I get that nigga a listen.
Y'all listening if it's whack.
After the first listen, no.
Y'all should cut y'all phone all the way down. Let's put the song on repeat.
That's true.
That's streaming for him, basically.
That's true. That's true. Run
Like
that
y'all
nigga
actually remember when you asked a question about Young Thug, if the fans actually going out here and buying the albums?
Yeah,
because certain artists, I actually go, even though I got Apple Music, I go to the iTunes store and buy the album.
I feel like Young Thug should have had way more album sales around that time, but it just started to pick up with
So Much Fun.
Yeah, So Much Fun.
That was a great album.
That was a great album.
Shit, not but Apple going up $1. Hell no, I ain't buying shit.
Ain't fucking with that.
$10.99. That's crazy.
That's wild. No, hell
that shit crazy.
I'm on a family plan, so I don't pay for mine. So.
Oh, you on a family plan?
Yeah, I'm on a family plan. Yeah.
There was something else that went up recently. My internet went up recently.
There's a lot of shit going up. Internet going up.
My shit $80 a month now. Mind you, that shit started at $69.
Shit, my internet $20.
Since I got it, 2018.
Why they did that to you like that, brother?
Slowly going and creeping up, bro.
They say, hey, you got them panels, nigga. You got an extra budget somewhere, nigga.
HBO Max. Oh, that shit got to bless me. They must have saw that.
Yeah.
You're right. Because that shit going down. But HBO Max, that shit didn't go up. When it first came, no, Disney Plus. When Disney Plus first came out, it was $69 a year. That shit is $79 a year now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I say you technically do save money paying the yearly. If to me, if I could pay something, depending on what it is, I'll pay the yearly.
Yeah.
So like for Stars, I would never pay a yearly subscription on Stars. Because
I don't watch Stars.
I'm not gonna watch Stars on a consistent basis.
I don't watch Stars all year. And
I
plus,
think
I got Amazon Video, and Stars is on there.
Yeah,
Amazon,
HBO Max subscription I got yearly too. I think that's $1 something a year. But I fuck with HBO Max.
Yeah.
So
when I switched to AT&T at my daycare, they gave us a year free of HBO Max, for free.
Yeah, my
run
Hulu,
it
my
up then.
Hulu is my
Run it
Hulu
up.
Live TV is $79 a month, but they just upgraded our package. Actually, they gave me ESPN Plus. They gave me Disney Plus, but I already got Disney Plus through.
Yeah, I got the Disney bundle pack, so I got the Hulu. I got
Hulu, Disney, and
ESPN Plus.
Yeah.
Which that ESPN Plus, man.
Do you have live TV?
Well,
Because you gotta be careful with that. Because a lot of people think if you get that bundle, you get live TV. You
They've
don't
been
get live
tricking
TV.
us.
I don't got the live
Yeah.
TV.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but see,
I do
have-
see that commercial going around on TV
But
where
I
they
got-
give you the Hulu,
Yeah, the bundle.
the Plus, and
like
but I got live
$14.99.
TV.
So but see, like for me, I don't, I catch everything.
Yeah. You do
whenever,
your
so,
thing.
But,
Yeah.
But also, I got that Google Chrome Fire Stick.
Yeah.
Fire, bro.
Yeah, I got
I get
Fire
all the
Stick, too.
games. I get everything.
Yeah, I got the
Yeah, I got an Amazon
thing.
Fire Stick
Yeah,
on
I
both
got-
my
yeah.
TVs, and I think I've become so.
This is Google Chrome now. This isn't the Amazon.
No, I feel you. I have an Amazon
Okay,
Fire Stick
okay.
in my living room and in my bedroom,
Yeah.
and it's all under my username.
Okay.
So if I was to ever change, I would have to keep the Amazon shit because that's what I know.
I got you.
My whole setup is there, so when I log in, everything is where it's supposed to be
Yeah.
at.
See, I like the shit because they have something called X Play. And X Play, you can get all the movies like so Black Adam is on there now, but it's still the cam version. You know what I mean? So that shit is the best quality. You can wait on that shit. But they got all the movies that are out now. But also
I got an app like that too. It's called Cinema.
yeah, and it gives you all the games, all NBA games, every fucking game, bro. Every
I
live
got all that
TV,
shit. I got all
BT, all MTVs, all that shit. But yeah, I mean, internet for me is $20. I think for this monthly shit with Google is another $20, $22, something like that. So internet and cable basically at $44. $45 a month. You know, I think that's pretty fucking good.
Fucking bills, man. That's all I hear. Nothing but bills. Bills.
Wherever you try to cut down that, that's what you can. Like that's wild.
But
though.
these subscriptions going up, bro. They
the
gotta,
the subscriptions.
Hey, y'all not giving me shit.
They going up because they know a lot of people sharing them too.
No, light bills are going up.
That's true.
Dominion has been slowly but surely up in their shit. That's partly why I went to solar too, because they threw it. These motherfuckers find ways to just upgrade to update some shit, bro. Because even with like the internet, and you don't pay attention to your internet bill, you can slowly see it going up if you don't pay attention to that shit. TV, all that shit.
Yeah.
Subscriptions.
I'm automatic.
Like Netflix is. I haven't had Netflix in years. I'm on my sister shit. Shout out to my sister. That shit is like up to $20 a month now.
Yeah, that's just stupid.
And I heard that Netflix about to have like an ad-free version and an ad version. The ad version is going to be like cheaper.
See, this is where they get you. See, HBO Max has an ad-free and an ad version.
Oh, I never see.
I'm under the ad-free.
Yeah,
version.
I got the ad-free.
And I was just automatic. I don't remember having that selection.
Yeah.
when
I never
first
heard of HBO having ads. That's crazy.
100%,
I know Hulu.
bro.
I got ad Hulu. I'll sit through that. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, that fucking Hulu ads be the worst, bro.
Them shit like 2 minutes a piece,
Holy
bro.
shit.
Yeah,
dog.
about 2 minutes.
Yeah, go do a bathroom break.
They
dog.
getting their money with they ads, bro.
Facts.
Yeah.
Like now, when you watching live TV, that's just the regular commercials and shit.
Yeah.
But like if you're watching like a show, so like for me, when I go outside of live TV and I go to watch like catch up on a show or something, or even if I want to watch a movie, yeah, they racking them up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, watch this minute 30 of ads real quick, man. These different medicines and shit, insurance companies and shit.
Your car insurance could go up too if you don't pay attention. Motherfuckers will try to catch you slipping, bro.
Yes, they will.
They try
Especially
to
you got
catch
that
you
automatic draft on. Word. That's how the boy get you, man.
Hey, let's talk about Blair Underwood real quick, man.
Let's get into Blair, man.
So Blair Underwood and his wife of 25 or 27 years got divorced. And
Right.
now he's getting engaged to the friend of his that he's been a friend of for 41 years.
Right.
A lot of conversations been had about it, of course.
Black love, man. Love
Yeah.
wins, man.
So,
Yeah.
let's have a little bit of fun with this, man. So is he graduating?
Oh, they
Is
didn't.
he graduating?
They didn't.
Is he graduating from his divorce?
If we going off their logic, then yeah, love won. He's choosing peace.
Does the friend owe the wife, his ex-wife, anything in this?
No,
You don't think so?
that's.
Let me play devil's advocate.
That's Blair's friend, not her friend.
What would you say to the person who says, you've been around me and my husband for 25 years, we was married, and now you about to be his...
She was respectful.
His
Nobody
fiancé.
did she ever disrespect her?
Yeah, because I don't know if they had any intercourse.
Did they have?
or anything like
Did they
that.
have?
I
Yeah.
don't know
Was
that.
there
I
any?
don't know.
Now that's different. But if she was respectful towards their relationship, then there shouldn't be no issue.
But she's been around the family, probably giving gifts and shit like that.
What, they were friends. They still were friends.
You don't look at that a type of way at all? You charge that to the game?
It's the game. You and that man divorced. You graduated.
So hypothetically speaking, you and your wife together 20 years. She has a guy friend, been around y'all for all those 20 years, friend of the family. You know, they get y'all anniversary gifts, the whole 9.
Yeah.
Y'all get divorced, they become engaged.
Did I ever have an inkling of them having anything more?
I'm
than being
asking
friends?
you.
No, if I never had an inkling of them being more than friends, or bro, always been respectful towards me, and like.
So you're not siding that at all if you find out they're
If
engaged.
me and her end on good terms, bro, be happy with what you got going on, bro. I mean that sincerely. I really do. Cause I'm gonna go on with my life.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
I feel you.
Hey man, that's what it is.
I feel you.
I mean, they split in May 2021.
Him, Blair, and his wife, his ex-wife.
So, I mean, that's a hell of a spin, bro, in a year.
41 years of friendship, though.
Yeah, they been friends 41 years.
They was friends before her.
Yeah, she was there before her. Let's talk about that.
I don't know, Mo. What you think?
I mean, all right, so How long did Blair and his wife know each other before they got married too?
I don't know that.
Yeah.
But you was married. You know somebody a long time. You married together 25, 27 years.
So I'm gonna shoot some bail. Blair probably knew his ex-wife at least 5 to 10
5 to
years
10
before.
prior.
But that even with that, the friend been there 41 years.
Is it a different scenario if it's a coworker or something?
A co-worker, I mean, I'm gonna probably look at you a little differently, but at the end of the day, man, I'm not gonna let that hinder me in moving on as well. That's just how I look at it. I mean, I don't know what's like so the women on the internet, they not liking this shit, basically.
Kind of, sort of, yeah. But it was different from. It's they just speaking to the like, damn, like how you moving like that, and you know. Whole time they basically more so looking at the woman, not him.
The woman. I mean, shit with the woman. We don't know what the woman might have had her
But
own
you know
shit
that,
going on as well.
You know
though.
what that tells me? A lot of us, male and female, are alike in a lot of ways.
We don't know what that woman had going on this whole time either.
We don't know.
That's what I'm saying. It's like
Though they are side eyeing it because it's like, oh yeah, like she basically the consensus is she's just been playing the side role.
We don't know that
We
though.
don't know that.
That girl might have had her own marriages and shit too. Like I'm pretty sure 41 years of them being cool, she's had her own opportunities to do shit too.
Might have been his soulmate.
Hey man, your soulmate might be under your nose this whole time. You never know it. They say it. They say this shit all the time. So now when a man exercises right, now it's a problem.
They love to play on that Alicia Keys and Mashonda
Yeah.
shit. They love to use her as a button joke now.
Yeah, they always yeah.
Cause they was Swiss. They were married.
Yeah.
Keyword. They was married.
At least it took that man from his household down.
I don't believe you could take somebody, to be honest.
He wanted to go.
I think he wanted to go.
He wanted to go. But at least it did swoop in there though.
Knowing what was going on. That be the thing. The other party know what they be having, what they got going on. That's my thing.
You ain't even let them boy get divorced yet. Like you just in there.
You think it's a?
But Mashonda still
Let me ask a tough
Mashonda
question.
still handle all that with grace though.
Let me ask a tough question.
Yeah.
Is there a time of grace that you got to give somebody when they just get out of a relationship? Or
That's hard.
do you think it's funny to side eye some shit?
That's tricky. Because I can tell you some shit off the hip that I done seen personally. You know what I'm saying? But
I
it's
can
like
too.
it's just like I don't. It's tricky. Like some of these girls know what they doing. Some of these girls know what they doing.
Because my whole thing is this, right?
Some niggas know what they doing.
Here's my thing. Why not have gone when the foundation first started getting laid? That's my whole thing.
Yeah.
If the foundation was already getting laid, why you just ain't leave then?
Yeah.
Because it's odd to me that you get with this person like that soon.
Hey man.
And again, I'm not saying it's a timetable on it. I'm just asking the question.
That shit. It is situational though. It is situational. They probably went with each other. It's like damn. Like we've been knowing each other.
Yeah, but we was
long.
both with somebody
We was
else
both
during that
somebody
time.
else, and then it worked with either. Let's just try this shit. We know each other almost 50 years.
Could be.
I mean, I'm gonna shoot Blair some bail. Honestly, like I'm not really mad at the brother. Like,
I ain't looking at him at all. No.
yeah, or the young lady. Or the
They
young
more so
yeah.
talking about the young lady.
I don't even got nothing bad to say about her. Because that's what I'm saying. Y'all don't know what this woman been going through her 40 years and knowing him neither. She might have had her own situations and you don't know. She might have been married to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know.
What would be egregious?
Doing something while I'm with you. That's egregious to me. Now, we divorced, you free to do it. I don't care who you deal with after we divorce. Now, if the shit been going on while we was together, then yeah, that's a different type of conversation.
So if they showing that there's something there while y'all together, are you even mad after the fact if they get together? If they showed you signs during?
Oh, because if they
showed you signs, but it wasn't enough to be like, you know what, that nigga fucking my wife.
I ain't gonna lie. If they showing me signs, I'm thinking that this nigga fucking my wife. So like, I'm gonna have to handle that right then and there. Now, if y'all go back together after me and you split up, I'm not mad at that either. But you're not about to be doing nothing on my clock, though.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. That's my thing. Now, if I'm with you, we supposed to be committed to each other, and you fucking off, I'm not with that. Now, we break up and you do what you want to do. That got nothing to do with me. It never will.
A lot that conversation was funny to be had.
Yeah, well,
dog threw in that woohoo! He threw down that draw forward that Tia Mowry tweet. Well, oh yeah, that man just graduated from the divorce. Y'all just believe that.
Y'all understood that the other day.
That shit was funny, bro. She didn't graduate, bro.
Your marriage failed, and that's cool. It's cool. That happens.
You fail in life at some time.
You have failures, but this trying to
make it something that
trying to mask it.
Stop changing the rules.
Not when this man ain't speaking on nothing.
I haven't heard Corey say shit.
Don't do that. Don't try to paint that man in a certain way. Don't do that. Talking about you graduated from him like you was like this man just been poo putt. Like don't do that. Don't do that.
Man, was a timetable test in it?
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that shit. That man wasn't.
I don't like that shit,
yeah,
bro.
Don't do that.
I don't like that. They love to try to make it seem like that man had you in hell or something. They always try to. No, dog, don't do that.
She's saying that without saying that, and I don't like. What they do. I don't like shit like that. I don't like shit like that.
It's an art with that shit.
I've been pursuing my peace. All right, bitch. Like you doing too much, bro. You doing too much because you know that shit wasn't like that. Like,
it wasn't like that.
You doing not when this man ain't speaking. Now this man starts speaking, he wrong. He starts.
You don't have no grace in that.
He start telling. He's
double standards with shit like that.
He start telling his truth. He wrong.
You sound bitter. Move on.
He sound bitter, but no, she just graduated from me. She graduated like what? What?
Graduate sounds like a crazy shot.
That's crazy.
That's a crazy shot.
That's a crazy.
Why we just can't appreciate the love we have?
We had a good time together. We had a good time together. Unfortunately, our marriage didn't work out. I wish him the best. I'm pretty sure he wishes me the same. There's still some love. That still got love for him, and we moving on. I graduated from him. That's crazy.
That's some crazy shit.
That make it sound like you never really fuck with me like
that. That's what it sound like to me.
Like you say you graduated from me. That means that I was holding you back in some way.
That's what it sounds like. Yes.
And now you talking about you chasing your peace? Nah, you trying to play with me.
Like I had you in hell.
You playing with me, and I ain't going for that. Yeah. I ain't going for that.
I would have hit her on the personal line, hey,
like you kind of
tone it down in the public.
You kind of doing too much, like you doing too. Because if I start,
don't act like we ain't had no good shit now.
If I start speaking and I'm wrong,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because I can speak.
Facts.
But now if I start speaking, that's what I'm saying. Like with being a man, we gotta wear a lot of shit. We gotta wear a lot of shit, man. Like because Corey ain't said nothing this whole time. Respect to him too.
All we got is a video of him looking at her sideways when she cut him off. And people using that to create a character about him.
A whole type of y'all had nothing bad to say about.
Never had nothing bad to say about
this
Corey
this whole time. Nothing. In fact, y'all used to salute their whole story. How they met. You know how they always kept shit. You know fine tuned and shit.
Pay attention to the one who talked the most post a relationship. Pay attention to the person who talked the most post a relationship. That's all I got to say.
That's all that needs to be said.
Pay attention to the person who talked the most.
That's all that needs to be said. I done experienced that personally, and just from watching y'all and how y'all maneuver in life.
Real shit, bro.
Oh, you talking too much. You was the problem.
Okay, yeah. that should be funny.
I'm choosing my peace. Okay, you never was speaking about peaceful and all this other shit. All right, man. Now it's about peace, and now you graduating from shit. You ain't take no classes when you was with me. You ain't earn no certificate. We were talking like, quit fucking playing with me. Like, quit playing with me, bro. Like
that shit wild, bro.
I would have to hit her up like, hey, like, come on, bro.
Like, nothing wrong with that, bro.
Like, come.
Yeah.
Reel this shit in. Now.
But it's a lot of picking and choosing with that shit. Like you seen a Michelle Obama post going around.
Oh yeah.
Y'all. You got to go through long stretches in order for, and a lot of people was against it. Some people were for it. And that goes back to what I said on Instagram.
A lot of y'all want the image of marriage and not the work that come with it.
There's a lot of work that come with that, bro.
There are going to be times where y'all not really fucking with each other like that, but you have to stay committed to the goal of keeping the marriage together.
If that's what you want.
If that's what you want.
And if you know that's not what you want, don't sign up for it.
Don't sign up for it. Don't graduate from it. Because you ain't graduate from it if you get a divorce. That's an F.
Let me ask y'all this question, because I saw this tweet the other day. And I thought it was the dumbest tweet I ever seen. One of them. Person said, I feel like people who don't want to be married lack the ability to be selfless. Y'all agree with that?
People who don't want to be married lack the ability to be selfless.
Yes. I don't think it's no correlation.
No, I don't think it's a correlation to that. I mean, some people just enjoy being with them with not having to check with somebody. Like, some people value that more. And I'm not
only that, I know a lot of the single people who don't want to be married, but they take care of other people.
Right.
Is that not being selfless?
Yeah, that's not.
Whoever tweeted this is capping. And
I don't think that has nothing to do with displaying selfless.
It has nothing to do with it.
Yeah, y'all right.
Because I think a lot of this shit boils down. A lot of this shit boils down to choice.
Yeah, it's choice.
A lot of this shit is choices.
You make conscious choices to do certain
you
shit.
choose to love and be with somebody, bro.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people make it seem like it's an obligation. It's not an obligation, it's a want. These are choices.
Mm-hmm.
And people are getting killed for not wanting to align with that choice. And on the flip side, I don't think that y'all should be killing the people who choose to want to have that life. Because at the end of the day, we're all human beings, but guess what? We all had different makeups.
Yeah.
It all comes down to choices.
It all comes down to choices. That's why I don't believe that you could be tied to somebody if you don't want to. I think when people learn the art of detachment, there's nothing that you could be tied to unless you choose to be. Am I wrong in saying that?
No, you're not. You're not. It comes down to, like you say, it's a choice. Like, you make a choice what you want to be in. Like,
I don't care how much you love somebody. Somebody you love can't treat you no type of way, and you stay with that person.
True.
So I don't know. I don't believe in that.
yeah, because you supposed to set your boundaries and what you go for and what you're not going for in the relationship.
There's no amount of love that makes me overlook disrespect or you hurting me intentionally. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's a choice.
Knowing your worth and having self-respect for yourself does not make you a selfish individual. It just doesn't.
I think being selfish has also have a negative connotation, but there's positives in being selfish.
Yeah. It's setting boundaries.
There's positives in being selfish. I don't think it's nothing wrong for just wanting to be accountable for yourself, because there's a lot of work in a relationship.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work in a relationship, and there's some people who don't want to be willing to put in the work. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong. If anything, that's accountability on a different type of level.
Recognizing,
I know that I don't want to have no type of ties to that, so I'm not even gonna sign myself up for that.
Yeah.
That's a different type of self accountability.
But it's also a crazy world because there's a lot of people that's looking for sponsors. They're not looking for a relationship.
Yeah. They're not looking for
something
love.
the other day said,
looking for help.
Y'all, I just seen this the other day. I see somebody say y'all are getting relationships for help.
A man, oh no, it was like a man's motion is money. And this go both ways. I'm not shitting on women. They say a man's motion is money. A woman's motion is a man with money.
Repeat that one more time.
You know how they say, like, you have emotion, you got shit going on.
Yeah.
They say a man's motion is
money.
getting money.
Yeah.
A woman's motion is a nigga with money.
Damn.
But that go both ways.
That
go
both ways. Sure.
I'm just trying to shit on
Because
women.
niggas leeching off women
It's
out
women.
here.
It's niggas leeching off women. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
It's definitely niggas out here leeching off women. That go both ways, though.
That go both ways for sure.
There's people.
I want to make sure I say that because I've seen that shit.
Yeah, it definitely go both ways. I seen it. Yeah,
For sure.
Ladies, if you got some shit going on, don't let them niggas bleed you dry.
Some of them big money niggas is trying to get you for your pockets.
Damn, I hate we can't use.
Yeah,
that shit
some of them
man.
you got it. Big money niggas is leeches for your pockets.
I used to love that term, man. It was a term of endearment. We can't use that shit
can't
no more,
use
man.
Well, all I know is,
I do fuck with y'all getting that.
I fuck with y'all who getting that shit genuinely. Not on no. Oh, I need some.
I don't want that. I don't want nothing
Nah,
from you.
bro.
I don't want nothing from you.
I'm just trying to run up the divorce money. That's all.
That alimony.
Let's go crazy.
I know the lawyers love that check when it comes
Facts.
through.
I'm
Ooh, another
sure,
divorce lined up. Ooh, I done had 4 this month. Ooh,
And the nigga ain't responding to emails.
ooh.
Oh, he gonna have a ball getting served. These papers.
Oh my god, my client's
A
getting
divorce
everything.
lawyer be like, yeah, I had a bad March, but June.
How much divorce cost? Like 5 racks, 10 racks to get divorced?
Nah, it depends.
It depends.
It depends.
It depends. It sometimes don't be that high. It varies. Depending on the clients. It depends on the client.
That's what I'm saying. If you got like some,
They love the 6-figure couples.
that's
But
what I'm
see-
saying. Like,
But see,
They
if them
love the
boys,
6-figure couples.
if them boys, if the spouse isn't cooperating, it makes it a longer process.
Yeah,
which
drag
means-
out.
But I think a middle class, I don't think they really jumping for joy too
But
much.
that's the thing. Like,
But if they rack up a lot of them, yeah.
but every consultation is bread out your pocket.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
yeah.
But
Every time.
But it is a way to where all those confrontations will be reimbursed to you because you are the one
Yeah.
who
The
basically
other person gotta pay the court fees, yeah.
So yeah, I mean,
Here's my thing. Here's my only gripe with marriage. Because like I said, I've been single, I've been in a relationship, and I've been in a serious relationship, almost engaged. I feel like if you come into a marriage, you get divorced, both parties should be able to leave, wash their hands dry, boom. It shouldn't be no long, drawn out fight. Who owe this, who owe that.
Yeah.
If it's a mutual
really my only
agreement.
thing,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah, it gotta be mutual. Yeah, you're right. Now, if me and my wife, we built some shit together, I got no problem splitting
Oh,
it
that's
down.
different. We built that together.
Yeah, we can bust that down the middle. I'm
Bust
mad
that
at
down
that.
the middle,
I'm mad at
yeah.
that. Now, if I came into some shit and I had some certain shit going on, and then you might have came in a certain situation, we should be able to part ways and everything be cool. Now, what they try to
It
do
boils
is,
out to the woman.
yeah, what they try
and
to
the
do is
person.
they be like, well, you got me accustomed to a certain lifestyle, blah, blah, blah. But whole time, I always go back to like how we used to talk about the restaurants and shit like that. Like, I would have been doing this shit with or without you, so I shouldn't have to pay for this shit, even if you know what I'm saying? Like, that'd be my
remember that
thing.
restaurant conversation,
That'd be my
yeah.
thing. Like, it's like if I was doing certain shit without you,
Trick mode.
me and you break up, I should still be able to do these things without you,
Yeah.
not have to front your bill too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now,
Yeah.
if we came into some shit and we built shit together, I ain't arguing that. I want us to be able to split because we built it together. More than likely, we got a family, we got kids and shit like that. It should be no problem with both parties benefiting from that. But on the flip side, like I just said, I shouldn't have to still front niggas and shit like if we done broke up and you trying to say that I done got you accustomed to shit and whole time I was doing this shit without you too. That'd be my thing.
Yeah.
And a lot of people fall victim to that, man and woman.
Yeah,
Right.
it's a lot of people getting together for convenience and
Yeah.
help.
Yeah.
Essentially help. They are.
Y'all
Y'all don't
really-
even fuck with each
Yeah,
other.
you don't fuck with each other like that. And then it'd be so much time done passes. Like, damn, I gotta stay with this nigga now. That's where the cheaper the keeper
But
shit come from.
you know what's so crazy though? And I think when the people think that a lot of shit, something don't seem normal, they think it's wrong. And it's not wrong. It's just not normal to you. Because you have a lot of marriages that are great business partners relationships.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know they have dealings outside of them.
Yeah.
And
On a
that's
personal-
that's their agreement.
That's their agreement.
That's the agreement.
Yeah.
That's the
but a lot of people will look like when the first instance I seen it.
that's more
on
of
a
a,
large
that's more
scale.
of a partnership. That's like a life partnership.
You know, I really seen it get looked at crazy on a large scale. Monique and her husband.
yeah,
That was the first instance I really seen it. Like, oh, people don't think that this shit is
that
cool.
happens. That happens though.
That happens.
And y'all just seen it publicly, but this happens.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
For sure.
Yo, my mom's put me on game.
yeah.
My mom's put me on game about this happening on a regular level.
That's not as weird as people
It's
think
not.
it is.
It's not.
And they might love each other. I'm pretty sure they do love each other, but
From what my mom told
in
me-
order for their dynamic to work, that has to happen.
From what my mom told me, they love each other, but they have an understanding of we can have dealings outside of us,
And still come back together.
but this marriage bond is
that's
so great.
Yeah, that's
on
the foundation. That's the foundation for this shit.
Getting money, taking care of the kids type
Yeah.
shit.
In order for
Yeah.
us to work though, this has to happen.
This has to happen. It boils down to being honest.
True. Very true. Being completely honest, man, and being upfront. Because it weeds out the bullshit.
Yeah, we
gotta
got the
leave it.
bullshit, and you really. If somebody telling me, if somebody standing on their square with me, I gotta respect that.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? I can't
either
accept
pick
it.
it-
I can't accept it and then come back and be like, well, not. I accepted it then because you stripped yourself down and you exposed the truth.
Yeah.
I'm gonna either accept it or I'm gonna pack my shit and go.
Yeah.
That's my opportunity right there. So if I choose to continue down this path with you, I can't wake up 6 months, 6 years and be like, well, I made a mistake. Well,
That's the only place I hold people accountable.
Yeah.
Don't take nobody's choice away. Give them the
yeah,
opportunity.
I gave you
Yeah.
the choice 6 months,
Give me a
6
choice.
years ago. I gave you
Don't
that
take
choice.
nobody's choice away. Give them the choice. Give
I
them
didn't
the
lie to
option.
you 6 years
Yeah,
ago.
yeah. Give them the option. Because a lot of people lie
Yeah.
and play on people's feelings, and that's not
And
right.
then think they keeping it playing. No, you're not keeping it playing. You lying.
yeah.
You lying. You're a liar.
You know, I wanted to ask finessing. Is it finessing if somebody wants to do something for you?
Yeah,
I think
that's-
people had
nah,
kind of
it's-
lost the term of what finessing is.
Finessing is you just outright tricking a nigga out of some shit. Like you outsmarting him on some shit, and
Like, I feel like if a woman want to give you ass, she was already
she
made up in her mind
she knew she
wanted
wanted to give you ass
I
already.
don't think you finessing her out her drawers.
Yeah, you was the only person to stop me from getting that.
That's how I feel.
You ain't finesse her out of no ass.
I think the talking yourself out of pussy is real.
No, that is real.
I subscribe to that.
Yeah.
I do subscribe to
Yeah.
that. I do
You were the only person stopping you from getting that ass.
She was gonna give that to you
She was
regardless.
on YouTube
Yeah.
regardless. Like, and that was
It's
on you to fuck that up.
yeah.
That was on you to fuck that up. You ain't finesse nobody out no ass that wanted to give you the ass.
I agree. I feel like a lot of people think that because they equate that with the game shit. I'm like, bro, that's not the same
That's
thing.
not the game. That's not the game.
That's not the same shit.
If
bro.
she wanted to give you some ass and that was just it, then you ain't finesse her out of nothing. You know what I'm saying? Now, if she gave you some pussy and hopes of that turning to something else, and you thinking that you finessing her, lying her, and all this, yeah, you're lying. You're not. You're lying and finessing. You're not keeping it playing.
That's
like,
lying.
That's
bruh.
not game. That's not game.
That's lying.
That's
bruh.
lying. Yeah,
That's lying.
that's lying because. I'm pretty sure y'all had a conversation. She's like, "Yo, I want more than just sex." Like, you know what I'm saying? That's where the lying shit come from.
Oh, how you felt about that clip I sent you about Brianna? That's why I said it because it was her with Brianna Moore when they was talking about the casual
Oh
sex.
yeah.
Because you don't fuck with her like that no more. That's why I said that shit.
I mean, she kind of gained some points back with the dog on that one. But
So
I mean,
you think she's right in that assessment?
Oh, yeah.
About
yeah,
so you think more people should have casual sex?
if that's what they want, and they being adults about it.
Yeah.
Because casual sex is just that, casual sex. You fuck with me because you might like how I look, you like how I carry myself and like that, and you might just want sex from me. That's it. Now, different conversations come the
'Cause of
deeper
the
that
connection
go. Yeah,
aspect,
deeper
yeah.
conversations might come from that.
Sex is deeper for some people.
Yeah, but yeah, I had no problem with what she said.
You think Dog was capping about the soul tie shit
That same dude, because he was talking about soul ties on another clip,
on another
right?
video?
Uh,
That was with Shorty. That was shout out to Nisha. That's her podcast. She was the one who let us use a camera at JT
oh,
event. That's
okay.
her.
Cause shout out to her. Shout out
Yeah,
to her.
shout out to Finding Your Niche is her podcast.
The soul tie shit, man, that shit. I mean, when you have sex with somebody for like a extended period of time, the feelings do come up, like, you know, shit do come up. But I don't think the soul tie shit is. I never really subscribed to that shit. I'm gonna be real with you, like
I can hold you, Mo.
I never really.
It might have
subscribed
been
to
a
that
time where I might have thought it was real. I don't think that shit
That
real.
shit ain't real.
I think that shit is a choice.
shit. Like
You choose to love somebody and be attached to somebody.
I mean,
bro.
if you having sex with somebody and shit like that, like, yeah, you're gonna have some feelings. That's just natural. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that whole like soul ties and all this, that shit.
I think it's attachment issues.
that's cap. Like, you actually got some problems, bro. Like,
I think that's what that is,
Yeah,
bro.
like,
I think that's what that is. I think
Like,
that's attachment issues.
That's attachment. That's what
Oh, you
attachment.
just okay. So why y'all not together then? That's attachment issues,
Yeah,
bro.
like, that's not. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I don't believe in that soul tie shit. Like, we just was fucking, man. That's all.
Yeah,
that
that's
was,
all.
man. Like, I'm sorry.
But hey, man, shout out to Blair, man. You know, salute to you.
Hey,
Hope
man,
y'all
love,
have a
love wins, man.
Love wins, man.
Congratulations on your graduation, brother.
Yeah. In other news, Clemson got packed the fuck up.
Yeah, man.
It was a wild rivalry weekend. I will say that.
Oh, this was a crazy rivalry.
Well, I did not see
rivalry,
Ohio
yeah.
State getting packed up. Like I had them scoring 45 points,
Yeah,
not
I
Michigan.
did. I honestly did. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
And them boys planted that flag in the middle of y'all, on the middle of y'all field.
Oh, and South Carolina was in the middle of y'all field getting down, Clemson.
Walk in
man.
your trap and take over your trap.
Mm.
Hey, man, nothing warms my heart more than seeing Dabo fail. So,
Yeah, y'all try to paint it like something else, but
yeah, man.
Y'all know what the fuck it is.
Y'all know what
the
it
fuck
is,
man. So, Dabo fell again. You're not even in the playoffs, brother. It's over with.
hey, the ancestors don't forget.
Yeah,
man.
man,
That's
it's
all I got
over.
to say.
It's over with, man.
Ancestors don't forget.
No playoff for y'all. No, y'all niggas probably gonna be in the, I don't know what bowl you niggas in, but you niggas might be in the goddamn.
Oh, NPC Computers Bowl.
Yeah,
NPC.
y'all niggas in a Rent-A-Center bowl.
Yeah, it
That's
might
what
not
y'all-
even be them because that was like 09. Technology done grown since then, so it might be something else.
Niggas say NPC.
You remember that shit? That was the bowl game that was played on the first of bowl.
Yeah, niggas
Played
say
on a Tuesday about 2:00 in the afternoon. Yeah, the day before Christmas break. Yeah, that bowl game.
Niggas in the Jif peanut butter bowl.
Yeah,
Y'all
Jif.
some other shit. Like, yeah.
Pack Clemson up, bro. Y'all
Yeah.
not getting no significant bowl game, bro.
Y'all get no sympathy from me.
Yeah, man. Fuck it, man.
Fuck it.
You stood where you stood, Dabo.
Yeah,
So
man.
I think the 4 playoff teams gonna be. Oh, LSU lost last night. Let's talk about it.
LSU did
More
lose.
fakeness going on in the SEC. Kill SEC bias.
Yeah, man.
Kill SEC bias. Niggas lost to an unranked Texas A&M.
Yeah, that SEC talk always was crazy to me. But I mean,
Wow, bro. So I think the 4 playoff
what's done in the
teams-
dark will come to the light. So
I think the 4 playoff teams going to be had Ohio State lost by 3. I think they would have had still a chance. But I think the 4 playoff teams going to be Georgia, Michigan,
Yep.
TCU, USC.
that's it. That's what it should be.
That's what it should be.
That's what it should be. What is they announced it today?
No, it'll be out the next weekend.
Next week?
Yeah.
All right.
Because TCU undefeated, and because everybody keep waiting for them to lose, and they have not been losing, so they warranted.
Yeah.
They warranted a spot.
Yeah, they supposed to get a spot, rightfully so.
Let me ask y'all something. Do y'all think Deion Sanders should leave Jackson State?
I still- he
Should.
Yeah.
I still think he needs to lay the foundation.
Yeah, he still got work to do.
But I don't think he is indebted to them forever. No.
I think he still got.
Give him about three to 5 more.
Three to 5 more years.
Get the because even when they asked him about matching up with Alabama, he said we're not there yet as far as the trenches.
So that lets you.
That's where it matters.
He know he
The
still got work to
trenches.
do. He know he still got work to do.
You got to get them boys down there, man.
Yeah.
Continue to build. No, he hasn't even laid enough foundation yet as far as the HBCU.
He know that.
rise.
I'm pretty sure he
Yeah.
knows that.
I did see reports about Southern Florida, but I think that's cap.
I saw Colorado was talking
Colorado.
to him too.
Yeah. That's a lot of shit about Colorado.
Yeah, a lot of shit about Colorado.
And if he do, a lot of people gonna kill Deion for it. I see it coming.
Yeah.
I don't think he should leave right now, honestly.
I don't think there'll be another. There's not going to be another spark to bring people to.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Jackson
saying.
State.
Like he's it right now.
He's a spark.
He's
Yeah,
it.
nah, facts.
So he would kill that whole movement.
He would
damn
kill
near.
a lot of momentum. He
Yeah.
would.
And I mean, it's just interesting to see like your boy Mikey. He went to Memphis.
Yeah.
committed
He was talking
to-
a lot of shit too.
Yeah, talking about how he going to HBCU and all this cap and shit like that. But that's what I'm saying. This Black Lives Matter, when it was time to talk about it, everybody was on board.
Yeah.
When it was all about Black Lives and all this shit, and that's
Actions
standing-
come, it's different.
Now we at Memphis.
Yeah.
I get it. Penny there, but
Yeah.
that's not HBCU.
Yeah.
Just because Penny.
Now, a lot of people somebody try to explain it, but well, that's probably the closest thing to HBC. Nah,
No, but it's
Nah,
not.
nigga, there's
though.
a
It's
whole-
not thing.
it's
It's
a
not
HBCU.
though.
it's not. You're not gonna tell me that's the closest thing when it's actually
HBCU's out here.
Nah, don't do that.
The closest.
You're not gonna piss on my leg like that. man.
And the thing is, you have HBCUs that are not the predominant, the most popular ones that talk about. Like we always talk about Howard. You know what I'm saying? We always talk about,
You got Howard, you got FAM, you got Hampton, you got
but you got
so many.
You got Savannah State University.
Yeah.
You got North Carolina A&T.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like you got a lot of other HBCUs. It's just not the most popular ones that you got to go to. And I think a lot of people are performative with it. And you don't have to be performative. If you want to go to Duke, you can go to Duke.
Go to Duke. But don't be trying to gas us up this whole 2 years like you was gonna do something and then
There's nothing wrong with going to North
Yeah.
Carolina. I'm a North Carolina fan. Hey, come on through. But if you want to go to Duke or Kentucky, you're well within your rights to do that.
But don't cap through
Don't
along
cap.
the
You
way.
cap through the
you
process.
did a lot of
Yeah.
capping though.
Yeah, bro.
And I think what I really think happened is
2020 got people caught up in the.
no the parents knew what Mikey was winning this whole time. Mikey, like you're not going no like nah. I'm sorry. I feel like the parents had a hand in it too.
I mean, I feel like they're low key kind of saving him because him at a HBCU sounds like a madman. But I don't know the kid. You know
what you
I
mean? What you mean?
I just Buddy Boo's funny, man. From the shit you see. Like
Yeah.
I just think he's just like a.
You think he's one of those?
Yeah.
Well, he come from bread though. Like
he
he
comes
never
from
heard
bread, but
nothing.
he's
He
getting
heard-
his own bread like
Yeah.
crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and it's okay
That's
for him to
good.
get his own
Yeah,
bread.
that's
Yeah,
good.
like that's.
I love seeing.
I
it.
love to see this shit,
Yeah.
but to see him I've seen niggas go to FAMU
Yeah.
and get turned out and not make it through a fucking semester because it's
So
that
you think it probably helped him out?
fuck yeah.
Because
In a
he
sense,
not.
I don't
Well,
think-
I don't know his upbringing, but I don't think he's from like
he's from North Carolina, isn't it?
I think so.
I know he's from the East Coast, but
he's from the East. I just
Yeah.
don't know exactly where he's,
He's from the East. I don't know particularly where.
I want to say North Carolina. He's from.
So he's from the South.
Yeah. So what I mean, but he's upbringing's in L.A.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he went to privates. He been in like private schools and shit like that.
I
so-
love seeing these niggas getting money
Yeah,
before they
yeah, yeah.
hit college or G League if they choose a G League. Cause is old boy a G leaguer?
who
The tall one, 7'6" dude.
Victor.
Yeah,
I don't know what the hell Victor playing in. I know he was in a.
I know he be playing G League teams though.
Because what they do with that is like little showcase games though.
Okay.
But I know he was with overtime elite for a little bit for like a very short.
And
like,
what is
so
that?
much of them teams.
That's like that's the shit that's in Atlanta. Like it's like G League, but it's like
Okay.
it's like another avenue basically. Yeah. So they be having like top ranked people come through there too.
I love
and shit,
seeing these
like,
niggas
yeah.
getting their money though. Trust me, I do. I love seeing it. But it's just stand on your shit. That's it.
Yeah.
You don't gotta fake the funk, bro, to be performative.
I remember at one point it was just IMG. Now it's you can go in a lot of places to get on.
Like
Like
football be wrecking shit.
yeah,
Y'all remember the fake school last year that got on ESPN?
yeah. I remember that.
I still don't know how the fuck they finesse
That's
that.
crazy. That's a finesse.
That is a finesse.
That's a finesse.
How the fuck did they do
I
that?
do not know how they did it, man, but that's just crazy. It's surprising.
They had no history.
It's crazy. That's not really still being talked about because that's like some.
How
That's some.
the fuck did they get that shit?
Yeah, that
bruh?
was crazy. That was crazy as hell.
They had no registered players, coaches off the street. That was some wild shit.
Very.
They got to do a 30 for 30 on that. I'm sorry.
Got to. That was crazy.
That one, yes. Everything don't need a 30 for 30, but that one needs one.
Yeah.
They got to look into that. I don't know how the fuck they got that off. And I thought that was a legit high school team getting waxed now.
Yeah.
But that was a legit. I'm thinking this was a legit school. Nah. The boy probably got cut a nice check too.
Yeah.
Shit was never real.
Insane, man.
That shit wild, bro. I did see IMG Academy made somebody forfeit at halftime. They had like 90-something points.
Yeah, it got ugly.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
It got ugly. But yeah, Mikey's from San Diego, but he did high school ball in North Carolina.
Oh,
Okay.
so it was reversed.
Okay. It was reversed.
Yeah.
So he a West Coast nigga. Yeah, you right. If he went to him growing up out there and just coming to FAMU, that first semester is crazy. That shit crazy.
Hey, man, they down
With him being Mikey, that shit is
They
crazy.
down there. I've been there. They down there.
That shit crazy. No, he in trouble.
And I ain't gonna lie. If I would have went to a college, they was top of my
No, I
list.
wanted to go to FAMU.
Yeah,
at one
I
point.
wanted to
It
go
was
to FAM. I ain't
like
gonna
when I
lie.
first got on, like, cause when I used to go to battle the bands, and I really got put on to like black
Woo!
schools. Like it was Bethune and FAMU is where I wanted to go to.
What's
I
up?
was like, when I start picking, I was like, oh yeah, it's one of these. Like, and then when I start figuring out like the whole culture, like what we talking about, I was like, oh yeah.
How you feel about your experience at State?
I feel like I should have went to a different school.
You feel like it embodied the HBCU experience?
I mean, it's HBCU. Well, I'll say this because I went on a couple of tours before I even went to college. I went to a Howard tour. I went to what other school I went to? I went to a couple schools. State wasn't like none of them schools, but I'm not gonna kill State. Like it is an HBCU. Like you at a historically black college.
100%.
Me personally, just me in my life, I feel like I should have went to an out of state school because I had Charleston right down the street. I could always come back here and just chill. Like I got comfortable with that.
Yeah,
Now if I was at a FAMU off top and I know I just can't an hour,
hop on that
I'm
road,
back
right.
home. Like you know what I'm saying? It would have deterred me. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah.
Yeah, I think at Benedict, man, for me, that shit was full ass experience, bro. Like full HBCU experience.
It's stay at HBCU now. I ain't gonna pull a black card like that. Now that's an HBCU at heart. Like it is.
But it's good to see like
It's a lot of political shit that was going on while I was there too.
oh yeah, niggas been robbing and stealing that state.
Yeah. No, for
For facts.
Facts.
Like big money.
Yeah.
Like niggas had to like, yo, bruv, like we about to shut down the school.
Yeah.
Like
They
money's
was
missing.
losing accreditation and all kind of shit going on. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, shit got ugly at state.
Yeah. That's when I was there. So like I'm not gonna say I felt it directly, but like I could see like what was going on. Like shit was lacking when I was there. Like you know
Drew,
what
you
I'm
went to
saying?
college?
Yeah, I went to Benedict.
Benedict? Oh, okay. They right across the street from each other, right?
Nah,
Benedict
they
and Columbia.
Columbia.
Yeah.
We're up the hill from USC.
Yeah, they up the hill. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you got
they-
Allen and Benedict right
Yeah.
across the street from each other.
Yeah.
So
Clafton
Allen,
is Clafton right next
Clafton's
to
across the
yeah.
street from State.
Yeah.
Okay.
so crazy shit is it's a worse Clafton's getting a football team
I heard that. I heard that they was getting a football team.
because Allen got a football team now.
Oh, they do?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's more opportunities
More-
for
that's
niggas.
somebody say it's
for niggas to
opportunity.
really-
It's opportunities, yeah.
Benedict, I mean, within a hour radius of each other, you got 4 HBCUs
Yeah.
now with 4 football programs.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So they're going to redo OW's which is Orangeburg Wilkinson's high school. They're going to redo their football arena, and they're going to be splitting that with Claflin as their football arena.
Okay. That's what's up.
Yeah, man.
That's gonna put some more, hopefully more money through Orangeburg too.
Man.
That's
I
what's
heard
up.
it here first.
That's
Yeah,
fly.
sure.
I like that. I like that. So they doing a basketball team too, or just football for right now?
Claflin got a basketball team.
Yeah,
They've
they
only
did.
been basketball
Yeah.
because they've only had coming homes. They never had homecomings.
Yeah.
But yeah, Benedict was a crazy experience. I will say, like,
Now I ain't gonna lie. I should have went to Bennett. I went to Bennett. I probably had more fun too, though.
yeah, but it was still one of those
They had a
situations
dope
like
drum line too.
you could always come back to
Yeah,
Charleston.
it was right there,
just right
right
there. Because
there.
I used to come back for Single Lady Sundays to work those shit, and then boom, swing that shit right back
Yeah.
up to Benedict.
Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I had to get the money. I've been broke in college.
That's
bro.
too much. That's too. It's too much comfortability there. Like, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Like, I'm not that much out of my element.
Where at again?
Hmm?
Where's Benedict at again?
In Columbia.
Columbia.
Yep. You got USC. You go up the hill. Whoop, you're in the ghetto.
Yep.
That's where Benedict Island
Yep.
is.
Facts.
Gotcha.
Got a China Walk right there.
Mm-hmm.
That damn Chinese place has saved me many times, bro.
But not no more, huh?
Nah, I need it for the China man. No,
Ah.
sir.
Niggas crazy.
No, sir.
What y'all? Who y'all niggas got today on the football slate? I'm getting ready for Bryce Young and CJ. So
We got
Shit,
Monday
we played
night.
Thursday, so I don't think we got a game today.
Y'all
We
don't got no game today. We got a Monday night game. Late night game. We should have beat the Eagles last week.
damn sure should have beat the Eagles.
Some bullshit, bro.
Y'all laid down, bro.
All
Shit, we almost beat the Vikings on
Y'all
Thursday.
had
though.
them, bro. Y'all had them. Y'all had them.
y'all had them niggas too.
Yeah, we had
Y'all
the
them
Vikings
niggas on the
on.
ropes, nigga.
Mac Jones.
Mac
Shaggy
Jones.
hate Mac Jones, by the way, Mo.
He be all right.
Shaggy hate Mac
I think
Jones.
Mac's starting to understand the severity of him being a starting quarterback. He
Yeah.
understand it now.
He better get it together.
Yeah, he gonna
'Cause I
get
think
it
we get to a
together.
point now where the timetable is ticking for these quarterbacks.
It
bro.
is. It is.
No, the game manager shit is going. The last game manager is hanging on because of injury, and that's Jimmy G. Jimmy G is a game manager because of injury. But that long term game manager shit, no, we want franchise
Yeah,
quarterbacks.
and we want him now. We want him now. Seriously, niggas, that whole like baby and curb, that's just over with.
Yeah.
That's it over with. I think
I give you to about the end of your second year to figure out who it is that you're gonna be. That's me.
They ain't even giving them that.
They're
I
not
know
giving-
that's you, but they ain't giving niggas that shit. They're not giving niggas a time to develop. Either you coming in and you making this shit shake now, or nigga, you on the job.
I think that you can sit for a year. I think when Pat came in, he sat for a year. But if you have somebody ahead of you that's like Alex Smith type, they'll give you a year. But after the first year, you playing. That was Trey Lance. Trey Lance sat for a year. He came in. Unfortunately, he fucked up his ankle. They had Jimmy as insurance. But they're only giving you 1 year to sit.
What's the boy name in Tennessee?
Malik.
Malik Willis. How you feel about him? Because this is his first year, isn't it?
he's a rookie.
Yeah. So,
But I feel they kind of
I think he's
playing.
more of a project too, though.
They're not letting him really get the full reign.
yeah.
Yeah, because every Tannehill is familiar.
Yeah, they just in general, like with the game that Tannehill played, nigga, I was pissed because dog, they were running nothing but read options, and he's running the fucking ball 90% of the time.
They
Why
should've
the
won
fuck?
the Chiefs
That
game.
should have been Malik.
They should have won the Chiefs game.
Yeah,
But
they-
they pretty much just put Malik in a situation where we're
Yeah.
not even gonna trust you to throw. You gotta get a man a chance to
Come
make
on,
some
man.
plays.
I get it, Derrick Henry. Y'all, yeah, I get it. But
Give him some. We talking about the Chiefs too.
yeah, come on now.
Pat can get it. You might can get Pat on 9 3-and-outs.
Yeah,
If you're not scoring by that 10th and 11th drive,
You gotta optimize
you
that.
better get it. You better get it together because he gonna figure it out.
but you also know that they have the worst run defense. Like you can run the ball on the Chiefs. That's been past 2-3 years. You
But
know that
just
shit.
all runs, that's crazy.
No, that's insane.
That's crazy.
That's insane because
Let that man throw the ball too.
I needed Robert Woods to get 3 fucking catches. Yeah, 1. Damn. 4 quarters, bro.
Three should have been doable. in
4 quarters,
yeah.
nigga. 4 quarters.
Yeah, that's
1
crazy.
catch. Insane.
How many targets off that one catch?
Maybe like 2 or 3. He should have had his 3, probably. If even. Maybe it was like 2. I can't really
That's
remember.
what we talking about. Like you gotta let these. You gotta give him a chance, a fair chance.
If he throws interception, cool. He
It's
learned
cool.
from that.
Like he's
Yeah, he's a fucking rookie, bro.
not gonna see everything.
Yeah, man.
But yeah.
But we'll see, man. We'll see. So we got anything else before we get up out of here?
Nah, man, we good, man. Shout out to the city, man, for keeping it peaceful last night.
Yeah, man.
I
See
ain't
ya,
heard it.
niggas.
See you niggas, no problems, man. That's what I like to hear, man.
Continue to be safe, man. Keep your head on the
Bonfire
swivel.
was safe. All the after parties were safe. You know what I'm saying? That's what we like to hear, man. Show the other people here that we are civil people. We do care about each other. That'd be my thing.
Facts.
Yeah, but also I want to say to all those folks who had a problem with the Black Food Truck Festival,
There was issues with it?
just saying that why it got to be the word black.
Oh God,
Nigga, why wouldn't it be?
Let me just say, man,
it's black food trucks.
Black food trucks, nigga.
We're specifying it.
Yes, we are.
but it doesn't just mean that it's only selected for black folks. But,
No.
But damn it, why we can't just have one fucking thing? You know what I mean?
That
Like,
don't mean white people can't come out there.
That's what I'm saying.
It's not Black Food Truck Festival. No whites allowed festival. No, that's not what it is.
That's not what that is.
That's not what it is.
yo, niggas are y'all, please.
You trying to make it something that it's not, bro.
that you're not, and stop trying to spin narratives that's not there.
They trying to change the rules, bro.
Because you know what's funny though. You know what's funny? Y'all know to come to strictly black food trucks to get the good food, but then when they all click together and have a festival highlighting specifically black trucks, now it's an issue. But y'all know who to come to for the good shit though. Outside of the festival.
Yeah, and not to mention, there's a fair opportunity if you would like to be a vendor or would you like to do whatever the fuck you want, you can sign up.
It don't matter who it is,
You
Asian,
you
Hispanic.
can pay your fee.
Oh, it's open. So what's the problem? What's the problem?
Because Poseidon definitely was out there, I believe.
Oh, they was? What's the problem then? What's the problem? Y'all crying at this point.
That's what I'm
y'all
saying.
crying.
Yeah,
Y'all crying.
The word.
If Poseidon out there, there's no problem.
If the word black really fucking upsets you that bad, bruv,
You let me know what time it
you're
is.
letting me know what time.
You
it
let
is.
me know what time it is. You're exposing yourself.
100%. So, again, big up the city, big up everybody, man. Beautiful 2 weeks of black
Yeah.
events, bruv. In Charleston, and very successful. Big up Courtney, big up Marcus, big up everybody part of the team, bruv. But like for me, man, I'm just marking my tallies for y'all showing y'all fucking hands, bruv. That's all I'm gonna say.
I didn't know that was an issue, Drew, bro. That's crazy.
That's
Yeah.
crazy, bro.
That's crazy.
And I even had one goofy ass white boy went to school. We're talking about are white people allowed on the status because I took some pictures of the finale and shit. That was at Music Farm. Big up LaFay and the fellas, MVP band. They killed that shit.
Where?
But he hopped on the pictures like, can white people come to this shit too? I'm like, fool. Like I started this conversation with saying fool because
Yeah.
like,
That's how clearly you want to be addressed.
yeah. Clearly, you
Playing dumb.
I see you was reading the comments too that the news had on Live 5. So yeah, clearly we're here now. You're a fucking fool.
Yeah.
So fool, this shit is for everybody. That's simple.
Yeah.
Pay your fucking $20, $25 to get in this shit.
See, we not like y'all.
Yeah.
We not like y'all. Everybody can come to this shit.
Facts.
But it's specifically we're highlighting black food trucks. That's what this shit is about.
Yeah, and that is just, it's about celebration, bro. And if you would like to be a part of that, there's an opportunity to be a
Like
part of
food
that.
bring everybody together. Why are you trying to be like
Stop trying to segregate us still.
Like, come
Yeah,
on,
food
bro.
definitely does bring people together. I tell you that.
Because like I said, y'all know where to come at for good food in the city, bro.
Yeah.
But now it's a problem when all of them click together and have a black food truck
A
festival.
successful, quiet, nice ass event at the fairgrounds, bro.
Yeah.
If y'all want to have this shit, y'all do.
I
these
saw
fuck-
niggas had a good time out there. Like I saw Dope and Rare had their own little booth out there. Like shout out to them. Like they had a nice little hookah booth and shit going on, music and shit. Like it was cool from what I saw.
and everybody's
My
granted,
barber was talking about it and all. Like
but you're granted the same opportunities. So why is there a fucking? You see what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
if you really wanted to be a part of this shit, if you
could have
really
brought your ass out
If
there.
you wanted to bring your raisin potato salad out here, bruv, you could have did that. You just have to pay the fee to
love
be
that
out
shit,
here.
boy.
You just had to pay the fee. But anyways, I digress, man.
Yeah, man.
Pick up the city, man.
all
Love
that
you.
fucking, all that crying and shit, man. You know,
Miss me with that
yeah,
shit.
miss us with all that, man. So we're gonna end it like
LIG,
this, man.
Reggie.
Yeah.
Let it go.
Yeah, let it
go.
Let it go, man. So yeah, like we say every week on this episode, man. You hear anything on here that gets in your feelings, feeling some type of way? Always remember,
We're just some messages.
and we out.